Michigan family tradition since 1983. Try out amazing new seasonal pizzas. Meatball Parmigiana, homemade pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese, fresh basil, homemade meatballs, cup and char pepperoni, and Parmesan cheese. These limited-time pizzas will have your taste buds dancing. Don't miss out. Stop in and see us in downtown West Branch 200, West Houghton Avenue. Or call us at 989-345-3008.
And welcome to Ogemaw Heights Football Field for Homecoming 2025. Kevin Munson, Jason Newsham, glad to have you here on Ogemaw County Sports Network. I tell you what, you couldn't have asked for first off, let's go, a better night.
Yeah.
Temperature-wise, sun's out, but a better opponent for a homecoming game that has a lot of implications in the Jack Pine Conference.
Yeah, beautiful weather, 70 degrees, sunny, couple clouds in the sky, but beautiful day for football. Two teams 3-1 coming into Ogemaw Heights today, so it should be a really good matchup.
We're not going to hold anybody, any meteorologists against a couple of clouds. They actually, you can't. I mean, we're talking end of September. We're talking week 5, and let me tell you something, Kevin. At halftime of the game today, we will be halfway through the 2025 season, which is mind blowing.
Yeah. For this weather, this time of year, we'll take it. Better than being bundled up with blankets and sweatshirts and heated jackets for tonight's matchup.
We got a lot of homecoming celebrations tonight. We've heard from the 1990s, the 1994s, the 2000s, and I'm going, man, that makes me feel that much older. But anyway, glad to have you guys tuning in. We've got a couple of great new sponsors. What's cool about what we're able to do is we're going to be able to bring you the game live, but you're all able to watch it. So G's Pizzeria, Adam is going to have it on there. Fall In is going to have it on. Jerry Wilbur over there. So thank you to Jerry for jumping on board. Loggers has been a sponsor since the spring. So, we get a couple of bars, Clear Lake Bar. These guys put the game on TV. They get to hear our voice, watch the game. And, unfortunately, you almost would rather be here than watching it on TV.
Yeah, totally, and it's nice to have sponsors in our corner that are willing to do that, so we can get people out in the community watching it that can't make it here tonight. I want to grab dinner, want to grab something to eat. So we'll be bringing you play-by-play action live from Ogemaw Heights Field.
So the cool thing is that we're going to take a quick break, but we're going to come back. We're going to break down this game. This game is a pivotal game. So Clare loses last week 28-26 to Gladwin, a team that the week before Ogemaw Heights beats 42-14. And the one thing about this conference and this league specifically is you can take away the records. You can take away who you played against, how you did against them, because that has zero impact on what Clare is going to bring tonight, because they're going to bring their best. Ogemaw Heights, we know that they're going to bring their best. And, again, throw the records out. It's kind of a rivalry game, not as strong maybe as a Standish Ogemaw Heights game, or maybe an Ogemaw Heights and a Houghton Lake game, somewhere a little closer, Roscommon. But I still, to be the team in this league, you got to go through Clare, because for many years, Clare has been that upper echelon, that standard of excellence that you wanted to be. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to break down the numbers here on the Ogemaw County Sports Network.
Pop's Loose Moose Whitetail Mineral, the mineral that matters. When it comes to premium whitetail nutrition, nothing comes close. Pop's Loose Moose delivers powerful results, built for serious hunters and healthier deer. No fluff, no fillers, just the pure mineral punch your herd needs. No other mineral dares to compare. Find us online at www.popsloosemoose.com.
Josh of All Trades, your licensed and insured contractor, offers a wide variety of home improvements, starting you off with your free quote or even custom design plans. Josh has a wide range from roofing, windows, doors, and siding, all the way from remodeling different rooms in your home, adding square footage, or even a pole barn. Call or text Josh today at 989-492-8542 and get started.
Box Drop of Standish is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Stop in today and check out the 2025 inventory. Box Drop offers plush, pillow top, hybrid, memory foam, and so much more. For your best sleep, get a mattress from Box Drop, located across from Ace and Forwards at 128 South Main Street in Standish.
Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, it's finger popping time. Finger popping time.
And welcome back to the press box here at Ogemaw Heights Football Field. Homecoming night. The Ogemaw Heights team is getting a little prayer action in, a little pregame chit-chat from the captains. We're going to slide over there as they break from their little huddle there, kind of get an opportunity before they head back into the, I would say the locker room, but I don't think they're going back to the locker room. I know they're going to run out of the Falcon area eventually, but we're going to start with Clare. You know, there's been rumblings and rumors that their junior quarterback, Dane Alexander, is not going to play tonight. We have not got full confirmation. You know, it's tough when you are somebody so lenient. So just to give you an idea how good Dane Alexander is for Clare, last week against Clare, 20 carries, 170 yards, 2 touchdowns. That was on the ground. He was 7 for 16 through the air, 87 yards, another touchdown. And in the week prior to when they beat Bullock Creek, you know, he was 7 for 12 for 145. He also ran for 145. So you're talking about a guy that's usually good for, you know, 220, 230, 240, you know, worth of all-purpose yards. And if they do, in fact, don't have him out there for tonight's game, it'll be a big blow for the Pioneers. But again, we talked about it last week. It's not about stepping up when your time gets called. It's about being ready. And I think that's where you have a program as strong as Clare has, that it's huge, that their guys are always ready for the next step up, next man up mentality. So you don't have to get ready if you stay ready. Just a couple of guys I mentioned, Mason Heinz, big-time tackler for the Clare Pioneers, 10 tackles last week. Dylan Kruska also contributed 9. And Heinz is also a bruising running back, so 15 carries for 167 yards 2 weeks ago. They're going to need that out of him tonight for them to have a chance to be successful against the interior defense for the Ogemaw Heights, who we watched last week wear down Shepherd. And Shepherd came in with a 3-0 record. They came in with a powerhouse running back. They came in with a very solid quarterback. And they really couldn't get things going. And you could see, minus a couple of penalties, a couple of mistakes that I think, you know, Chad Miller would like to clean up on the Ogemaw Heights side of it. I think you see what he's doing, but you still have got to go into the, you know, inside that and clean that up. But if they don't commit those penalties, I don't think that Shepherd scores. I don't think Shepherd moves the ball like they did. So, you know, I think one of the things that Ogemaw Heights is going to have to do tonight to Clare, number one, is stop. They're explosive. They put up 62 points. They put up 42 points. They put up points. They're averaging the second most of the Bay City Times M-Live region, the area, as we just look out there and we're just trying to get the call. So we got a possession, and it's going to be, I want to say, Ogemaw Heights receiving the ball, and Clare will defend the south end of the end zone. Okay, we're getting our bearings straight up on north, south, east, or west, but either way, that's how it breaks out as Ian Jones and the crew come back from their pregame huddle. So I think from Clare's standpoint, averaging 42.5 points a game, giving up 24.3, you know, at the end of the day, for them to have a chance tonight, they're going to have to keep the explosive Ogemaw Heights Falcons offense off of the field and have some long drives. So that's kind of how we look at Clare. We can break down Clare, and again, if Dane Alexander can play, he's a game changer. He changes the entire complexion of this game, and if he doesn't, the next man up, we're going to find out if he's ready for the big stage here at homecoming of Ogemaw Heights. We're going to come back. Kevin's going to talk about the Ogemaw Heights team and as far as what their keys are going to be as we get a little bit closer to kickoff here at homecoming 2025 here on the Ogemaw County Sports Network. God, Country, and Lemonade. Contact Kayla Doddridge today at 989-965-3985 or email for the number godcountrylemonade@gmail.com. Also find them on Facebook at God Country and lemonade.
Building a life is different for everyone because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there. Contact Christy Newbecker for a quote today.
Looking for a quality product that is custom designed? Then you need to look with Love and Chaos. With Love and Chaos, you get a sports mom of 6 kids who gets it. Selena Gillette is slinging custom apparel and accessories, bringing you quality products with a lot of love and a little bit of chaos. Contact Selena today at 989-387-5135 or email selena.gillette@gmail.com or follow us on Facebook at With Love and Chaos.
Welcome to the Fall Inn. From our famous pizzas to burgers, sandwiches, and a variety of entrees, salads, fresh homemade soups and desserts. Explore the best snacks and draft beers with family and friends at the Fall Inn in Rose City. Fall Inn supports Ogemaw County youth sports.
24-hour gym access. Begin your fitness journey here. First Fitness is community-oriented gym open 24 hours to all members. Our goal is to provide a clean, comfortable environment for all members. Come visit us in person at 520 West Houghton Avenue or visit us online at firstfitnesswb.com.
And welcome back to Ogemaw Heights. We talked a little bit, Kevin, about Clare and about what they have to do. Tell us a little bit about what the Ogemaw Heights Falcons can do tonight and what they have and what the folks at home can kind of tune themselves in, because it's going to be one of those games where I think the electric plays, the team that makes the more electric plays that we saw last week specifically, is going to win this game.
Well, you're exactly right, Jason. And again, Ogemaw Heights needs to do what they've done the last 2 weeks, really, which is continue to play smash mouth football, continue to run the ball at a high level. It all starts with one of their captains, Ian Jones, handing the ball off. To highlight one of the players on Ogemaw Heights, Corey Cannons, last week, 293 all-purpose yards, 6 carries for 122 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the ground, 81 passing yards, and a 90-yard kickoff return. Can do it on all levels of the field. So a big weapon for Ogemaw Heights and Corey Cannons. And then you switch it over to Kelvin Marshall, who just wants to run the ball down your throat, right? So you hand it off to him. You've got up the middle, a ton of energy, a ton of strength. Against Shepherd, 58 yards for a touchdown, and anchoring the defensive end position for Ogemaw Heights. Ian Jones had a big game on defense as well as playing quarterback for the offense. Big game on defense last week against Shepherd with tackles. And then going back to 2 weeks ago against Gladwin, both Cannons brothers, Corey and Corbin Cannons. Corbin Cannons getting it done on defense. Corey continuing to get it done on offense. I think that's where Ogemaw Heights needs to sit. They need to sit on what they've been doing for the last few games, running the ball well, playing good defense, making big tackles at big moments for them to be successful today. Again, limiting those turnovers, which they did great against Shepherd. That will be a big key to them today, as well as getting off the field without those big penalties that keep the opposing team on the field. So, again, exciting game. A lot of hype in this game because of homecoming. So we'll see what happens today.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about it last night. So we started this talk show. We did it last night. It was a pilot episode. We call it the Sports Nest. I know it's not necessarily the coolest name, and trust me, we're not committed to that name. So anybody that's listening that has a really crafty name for us to bring on the different Falcons coaches, the different middle school coaches, or the players, we'd love to hear from you. And at the end of the day, I think the biggest thing is how do you handle the entire week, because homecoming is Friday night, but for these kids it's been pajama day, it's been dress up in the 60s day, whatever their themes are through the day. So you have to wonder how they are going to be mentally after a week. Let's call it a week of fun, because that's what homecoming's all about. Then they're going to crown a king. Then they're going to crown a queen. You got the court. You've got all that stuff that, kind of the outside factors, the outside noise, the white noise, if I can, that can really prevent you from executing the game plan. So, Coach Miller, as much as he feels and as strongly as he feels that his teams are always focused on the next task, we're still talking about 15, 16, 17-year-old kids. So I think that's going to be a challenge in itself. And, homecoming against, I guess they used to call them homecoming games when you try and bring in a team that you knew you could beat, that you knew it was going to be fun, you knew everybody was going to play. Clare's not that team, folks. Clare is going to come in here. They're a little upset that they got beat last week against Gladwin. They're coming in with a little chip on their shoulder. They know, again, we talked about it a little bit earlier, they are the standard of this conference. So they're not going to just go, oh, you know what, you guys are 3-1. You beat Gladwin. You beat, Shepherd last week. We're just going to bow down. This is not a team that you want to play at homecoming.
No, not at all. And again, you got a team coming in here who's coming off of a loss that they feel like they shouldn't have lost.
Right.
You got Ogemaw coming off of 2 big wins. We'll find out in the first quarter who's got the momentum, who's ready to play ball, who's been preparing all week for this. And again, with all the festivities that's going on, we got a full crowd here tonight.
So they've been filling in. I got here at 5:15, and there were people already getting their seats, and there was alumnus groups that were coming in that were trying to secure their seating. So again, all those factors we're talking about, but you got to be that kid on the field that you got to turn that noise out.
Well, let's hope that the noise from the crowd and the energy from the crowd translates to these players really giving it their all today against Clare, and we'll just see what happens.
Well, we'll be back. We're going to talk Dean Arbor keys of the game when we come back after this brief message. You're watching the pregame show here at Ogemaw Heights on the Ogemaw County Sports Network.
G's Pizzeria, your Michigan family tradition since 1983. Try out amazing new seasonal pizzas. Meatball Parmigiana, homemade pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese, fresh basil, homemade meatballs, cup and char pepperoni, and Parmesan cheese. These limited-time pizzas will have your taste buds dancing. Don't miss out. Stop in and see us in downtown West Branch 200, West Houghton Avenue. Or call us at 989-345-3008.
Get out on one of our award-winning trails through the Ogemaw Hills. Pick up a geocaching passport to receive your commemorative coin, or grab the guides to master one of our award-winning golf courses. Create lifelong memories with family and friends and enjoy our brand of northern hospitality. Or rent a pontoon for a cruise on one of our many pristine lakes. So leave the hustle behind and feel 1,000,000 miles away in West Branch. Up north never felt so close.
And welcome back as the Falcons have entered the field. I dare not say they've entered the nest. I dare not say they entered the flock of Falcons, the cast of Falcons, the call of Falcons. We've learned in the last 2 weeks a lot more about Falcons that I could write a report on. But Jason Newsham, Kevin Munson, glad to have you here on the Ogemaw County Sports Network, tuning in from wherever it is you are tuning in from. We are expecting, a great game. Clare coming in, so they're number 10 in Division 5. Ogemaw Heights is an honorable mention. And here's the thing. I don't know who these people are that vote. It's kind of like the NCAA, the top 25, the preseason, when you put a team like Clemson, who's 1-3 now, that's nowhere to be found in the top 25. I don't know who votes on these folks, and there's nothing wrong with it. I get it. It's for the the coaches, it's for the alumni, it's for the players. But at the end of the day, I don't know that anybody that has watched Ogemaw Heights from a voting standpoint could say, hey, they're only worth 2 votes.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And then again, you look at who's sitting at the top of that Division 6 conference. That's Traverse City St. Francis, who came into Ogemaw Heights. They beat us.
Yeah.
But we gave them a run for their money, and barring a couple of little minor mistakes and a couple of little foibles, we win that game. And so, to be honorable mention. Hopefully it puts a little bit of chip on the shoulder of these boys out there, the coach, to get them to the point where they go, hey, let's go out there and show this number 10 team what an honorable mention can do.
And so we talked a little bit about numbers of Clare earlier, averaging 42.5 points. They scored 170 over their 4 games. They're 1-1 in the conference, 3-1 overall. Giving up 24.3 points per game. They've given up 97 points in those 4 games. Their opposing team's record, 7-9 collectively. Then we shift over to Ogemaw Heights. They are sitting at 3-1, 2-0 in the Jack Pine Conference. Right now, sitting alone at the top. And there is a log jam of the 1-1 teams. They scored 186 in some circles. They've also scored 179 in some circles because MHSAA has them at 49 points versus Gladwin. MLive has them at 42 points versus Gladwin. Don't know, haven't got an actual confirmation. However, they're still averaging anywhere between 43 and 46.5 points a game. Yeah. On the flip side of it, they only give up 78 points, which is about 19.5. Then you've got to look, 42 of those points out of that 78 came against the number 1 team in Division 6 in Traverse City St. Francis. And the Gladiators are a very strong team, very strong program, always have been. They're always going to be there. There are very few years consecutively where you will look at that team in Traverse City and say, you know, they're not a playoff team. They always have a chance. Very successful. I don't know if it's what it is about that Traverse City Water, but they have the 3 high schools, and they have a chance every year to have all 3 teams to be very successful. So, you know, take those 42 points away, they've given up 36 points over 3 games, and that's only 12 points. So I really like, we talked about predictions last night. I'm not huge on predictions at this level, but at the end of the day, you know, it's kind of fun too.
Yeah. Well, what those numbers tell me is both teams have a good offense, both teams have a good defense, and it's just going to come down to who executes.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Where the momentum lies, where the execution comes into play, who can limit the turnovers, who can limit the penalties, and so it's going to be an exciting game. And looks like the boys are lined up and ready for the national anthem here real shortly.
Yeah, so we're going to take, just a quick break, a little shout out to MHSAA. I met with Mark Ewell the other day. He's a good friend of mine. We talked a little bit in Frankenmuth at the athletic director of the in-service. And, the one thing that he really enjoys is this type of event where, we can take a computer, we can take a video camera, and we can provide, fans that can't be here, this action here, brought to you literally by the MHSAA. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back to the national anthem with the Ogemaw Heights Marching Band.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for freedom to enjoy. Let us now honor and respect their efforts and our country. So, ladies and gentlemen, please remove your hats, all veterans. We encourage you to render the appropriate salute. And everyone able, please stand at attention, placing your hands on your heart as we proudly play our national anthem.
tell you what, that national anthem never disappoints. Try to get a little bit better of an angle there for our folks listening at home and watching at home.
Nothing quite like the live band playing the national anthem to get the goosebumps out, the hair standing up, a full student section tonight. It's going to be a good night of football.
It's a full everything. I tell you what, I always wondered, if you could redo this field, would you put, more bleachers on the other side? But, there's just something about this field where every fan is on one side.
Yeah. It keeps
I don't know if that's good or bad.
I don't know. At times I wonder myself. It gets a little chippy down there. I've been down in the stands when it has gotten chippy. But at the same time, it keeps everybody in one section, keeps all the noise coming from one side, and it's exciting to sit here and watch football.
So Ogemaw Heights will receive the kickoff. We will get the numbers and names and everybody here for everybody, and who's kicking off and who's doing what for Clare.
Back for Ogemaw Heights, you got Eli Smith, Corey Canitz, and Corbin Canitz to return the ball for the Ogemaw Heights Falcons.
Well, we learned anything last week. I don't think you're going to want to kick it to Canitz. Any of them, either of them, but I don't think you're going to have much of a choice.
Well, you got three dangerous guys back there. All can run the ball at a high level, all very elusive. So we'll see what happens here on the kickoff. And here goes the kickoff. It's taken by Ogemaw Heights, and it ends up in the hands of
Corbin Canitz. I always call him Kranitz. I don't know, Lenny Kravitz, but he takes up to about the 36-yard line.
And that's where the Ogemaw Heights Falcons will start off. First down on the 36-yard line.
Braden Humphrey for Clare with the kickoff. I love his title on the sheet here, kicker. That's it, just kicker. I don't know if he does anything else, but as far as I know, he's just the kicker.
He's probably a borrowed soccer player from the Clare soccer team, and that's good. It's always nice to have a kicker. And speaking of kicker, it's nice to have Thorson back for the Ogemaw Heights Falcons, kicking the ball again. And a quick jump.
Snap, and there's the flag. The little yellow comes out, and that is going to be offsides on Clare early. And that's going to take it down to first down and 5.
Well, and there goes some of the nerves, right? You're homecoming, you're away, big game, hard count by Ian Jones, and you got the guys to jump off sides for a quick 1st and 5 now.
Yeah, only 11:53. They've moved 5 yards. Haven't had it down yet here in the first quarter. Ian Jones under center. Full house backfield, and he's going to go up to Kelvin Marshall. Marshall will try to spin around the tackle. Going to get a first down for the Ogemaw Heights Falcons.
Yeah, nice hole that was produced by the offensive line. Quick 7 for Marshall. Bread and butter right there. We'd like to see that early and often.
Well, that's the pound part. So you got to understand there's the ground and pound, and the ground part usually comes in with Corey Canitz. Corey Canitz. I apologize, Corey, if you end up watching this game. I promise you that I will get your name correct by last week against Croswell Lexington. But however, that's your pound right there. Calvin Marshall is going to be your pound guy.
And here goes a handoff to Corbin Canitz. And he makes one nice move. And he's down. And the pile pushing forward for a nice 13-yard gain for the Falcons.
Going to be a Falcons first down. Again, you're scripting this stuff up during the week of practice. Coach Miller is, and you got your pound guys, you got your Corbins, you got your Marshalls. We haven't seen the speed yet of Corey coming back around, but don't worry, folks. It won't be long as we are entering just about 11 minutes left here in quarter number 1.
Well, and that game, again, makes it real hard for a defense. You go from a guy with lightning speed to a guy who's going to run you over and feel good about it. And so,
and look for you.
Yeah, look for you. Headhunt you. So, and then you got a little bit of a combination, and Corbin Canitz, who's a little bit stockier than his brother Corey, and still has speed to boot. So the handoff is to Corey. He goes left side around the edge.
Oh, Corbin. A little hesitation there, and that's good play right there by the Clare defense.
Yeah, linebacker really sniffed that one out. Got downhill quick. I thought he had a lot of real estate ahead of him. And he caught up to him, and it was still good for 3.
Corbin tried to hesitate there. I think he tried to plant the foot. It just didn't quite do the same, so we're going to move. We got to keep the camera view in angle. We're doing a little bit of everything here today. Last week we didn't appreciate Ashley nearly as much as we should have, but she helped us with the scoreboard. we're trying to keep you guys posted on as they get a little motion before the pre-snap.
I formation in the backfield. The handoff goes to Marshall, straight up the gut. He's still going, and he could, and there he goes. All the green grass ahead of him. And touchdown, Falcons.
Unbelievable start for your Ogemaw Heights Falcons.
And he's barely touched with a 38-yard meander down the field. Almost unscathed, and that's a good start for Ogemaw Heights.
That's one of those times, too, we just talked about how they almost look for contact. Kelvin almost looks for contact, and in that situation, and I'm sorry, we're going to have a little obstruction view here in our press box, but you can see the goalpost, so we'll let you know if Thorson sends it through. As a shot, the kick, the snap, the kick is up, and it is good. And that is going to be a quick 7-0 lead for your Ogemaw Heights Falcons. As quick as that is, we're going to take a quick break here on the Ogemaw County Sports Network. We'll be right back, 7-0, 10:04 left in quarter number 1.
G's Pizzeria, your Michigan family tradition since 1983. Try out amazing new seasonal pizzas. Meatball Parmigiana, homemade pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese, fresh basil, homemade meatballs, cup and char pepperoni, and Parmesan cheese. These limited time pizzas will have your taste buds dancing. Don't miss out. Stop in and see us in downtown West Branch 200, West Houghton Avenue. Or call us at 989-345-3008.
And welcome back to the Ogemaw Heights football field as we're going to have a kickoff 1 minute, about 2 minutes into quarter number 1, 7-0 in favor of the Ogemaw Heights Falcons. Compliments of that Kelvin Marshall burst up the middle.
Well, and if you're Coach Miller, that's exactly how you want to start the game. Doing what you do, handing the ball off, running it. Didn't have to do anything fancy. Didn't have to throw the ball down the field. Just good quality running game, which is what the Falcons are predicated on. Now we get a chance to see what the Pioneers can do here on their first attempt on offense.
And we will see if Alexander, a little pooch right there, and that's a little muff right there. Oh, his knee's on the ground. He's down. I don't know why that official didn't blow that dead. He could have got the guy hurt.
Yeah, so the Pioneers will have a good starting position on the 34-yard line.
He gets it, and I worry, from the standpoint, you got guys barreling down at you, and then your knee's already on the ground, and, you just can get hurt.
Yeah,
in those situations.
At the end of the day, player safety is of utmost importance, especially when you're up here as an adult and dad of kids in school. You just don't want to see these high school kids go down with an injury.
So we've got number 8, Blaine Bigelow. Looks like he is going to be the quarterback for the night. Again, Dane Alexander suffered a concussion. We just never got a confirmation he was or was not going to play.
Oh, and a quick throw right off the bat. It's complete to number 4, Halasek, and that's good for 5 yards.
So I was wrong. It is Dane Alexander. It is number 6. I just looked real quick. So Dane Alexander, the quarterback, is in the game. So just like that, all the information that we've been given here has been incorrect. As they're going to go quick to the, and there can be a quick snap up the middle. And he's got room down the center. He's got room. He's going.
Mason Hines down the sideline, finally taken down by Xander Benjamin. But not until he gets to the 25-yard line of the Falcons on a big run.
So just like that, the Clare Pioneers come back and say, hey, anything you can do, I can do better, right? I mean, at the end of the day, we knew that it was going to be a challenging game for both teams, but we also knew that both offenses are explosive.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just a matter of what the coach has in the playbook coming out on that first attempt down the field, and both coaches look like they've got their playbook dialed in and know exactly what they want to do.
We're going to get a little action there as a illegal motion there on the. It looked like one of those things too that they had just trying to get a little bit of a head start.
Yeah, they sent a guy in motion, and it looked like the wideout on that far side might have jumped a little early. That's going to get some linen on the field from the referee.
Early enough, so that's going to push it down 1st and 15.
At the 35-yard line of the Falcons. 34-yard line.
Alexander in the shotgun position.
And the snap goes to him, and the handoff quick to number 5, Donovan. Hoogerhide. And he goes for...
You know that's always
5.
a great name.
And a nice tackle there by Canitz, who led the team in tackles against Gladwin and now has another tackle here, doing it on both sides of the ball. And now we got a big 2nd and 10 for the Pioneers. And the snap goes to the quarterback, and the quick handoff to number 5, Donovan Hoogenheid again, and he goes nowhere.
I was just looking. They just look because they're almost, I don't want to say they're off sides, but they're moving so quickly, and they're not really, I don't think from up here they're really getting set. So that's going to be one of those things where if you're the coach for Ogemaw Heights, any of those coaches, you're going to be wanting to have that conversation with the official saying, that quarterback is leaning in, he's almost taking a step in. So we'll see if that becomes a factor here as Alexander's going to step through, and he's just almost a designed quarterback keeper. And you talk about a kid that has a concussion, running him is not necessarily going to be your best. He'll be about a yard short of the first down. It'll be 4th and 1 around he'll be at the 20-yard line.
Yeah,
they got to get to about the 19, maybe the 18 and a half.
Yeah, and a good design play. If it was a design play, he pulled the ball down quick, made a good decision, had a gap up the middle, and almost rambled for the first down. And looks like Clare's going to stay on the field with their offense and try to get that last yard for the first down here at the 20-yard line of the Falcons.
And see the same thing.
And a quick throw.
Out there, quick pass, and that's going to be tackled, but it won't be before they get a first down. So nice play call there by the Clare Pioneers. That'll be a 1st and 10, right around the 15-yard line. And again, you're just watching these upbacks, and you're wondering if there's just a little bit of movement there.
Yeah, and again, if there's one thing that we've seen from Ogemaw Heights where they can be exploited a little bit, it's in the passing game, and it looks like Clare... and a great stick in the backfield by number 3, Archer Thorson, coming in from the secondary.
I tell you what, Thorson says, I got you, Mr. Munson.
Yeah, a loss of 5 for the Falcons there, and that puts the Pioneers right back to where they started before they got that first down.
So it'll be 2nd down and 15. Just about 7 minutes left here in quarter number 1. 7-0 in favor of the Ogemaw Heights Falcons. Alexander again in the shotgun position. Glad to see him playing, though. Overall, as he's going to tuck that one back,
he pulls it back.
He's going to try to make some moves out there, and about 2 yards. That's a tough 2-yard gain right there.
Yeah, and again, linebackers did a good job. Corey Canitz came up again, made the initial stick. Followed by Eli Smith and Corey Canitz. So a couple of Canitz and Canitz brothers, along with Eli Smith making that big tackle there for only a gain of 2.
Calvin Marshall running off the field, and big number 60 is going to join the field, and it's going to be Carson Keith just in time as Alexander will get, and he's going to throw quick. Good snap, and that one's going to be just outside of the reach, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Clare Pioneers.
Yeah, and good coverage, just a missed tackle there, unfortunately, for Ogemaw Heights, and allowed him to get the touchdown there. But good play design, and again, if the Pioneers can continue to throw the ball on the Falcons are going to have to figure out how to stop it. And having a running quarterback like they do, where they can do that play option, it's going to be tough to stop. So I can see why both teams are averaging in the 40 points per game.
Braden Humphrey in for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick, and he has got a leg for days, and that one is up and good. And just like that, with 6 minutes and 31 seconds left here in quarter number 1, 7-7 tie ball game between the Heights and Clare. We'll be right back here on the Ogemaw County Sports Network.
Get out on one of our award-winning trails through the Ogemaw Hills. Pick up a geocaching passport to receive your commemorative coin, or grab the guides to master one of our award-winning golf courses. Create lifelong memories with family and friends and enjoy our brand of northern hospitality. Or rent a pontoon for a cruise on one of our many pristine lakes. So leave the hustle behind and feel 1,000,000 miles away in West Branch. Up north never felt so close.
And welcome back to Ogemaw Heights Football Field, homecoming 2025. The Clare Pioneers tie it up here in the first quarter, 7-7. Jason Newsham and Kevin Munson, glad to have you along with us. We've got kickoff by Braden Humphrey.
Yeah, and again, Jason, good possession by both teams. Marched down the field pretty much unobstructed. Both teams ended in a touchdown. So we'll see what the second drive of the night can do.
Well, I always look for adjustments. Usually, a lot of people look for, after halftime adjustments. I look for like second possession as that one is put on the ground and they're just going to dive on that one. So that the good part of that is sometimes you can get away with, deceiving the defense where they don't know who has the ball, and there's other times where you don't know who should have the ball and it goes on the ground. So it'll end up being first down and 10 from about the 14-yard line. Excuse me, not the 14-yard line. We're going to look at about the 16-yard line. When it doesn't work, we talk about it. When it works, we think it's the greatest play in the world. As Corey Krennis is going to get a touch here. He's going to bring it over here, and that looks like I thought he was brought down by the face mask. Not quite necessarily the situation, but
yeah, nice 7.
Yeah, he'll take that every time on first down, so he gets about 7 yards.
Yeah, nice 7-yard gain on that end around. You got 3 back option in the backfield for Ogemaw Heights.
I love the full house backfield. That's one of my bread and butters back in the day, where if you do this right and you want to become a running game and a ground and pound game, this is one way to do it when you have a big offensive line that can allow you to really establish territory in the trenches.
Yeah, and if you look at the size just alone of the Clare defensive line versus Ogemaw Heights offensive line, they're definitely giving up some size to Ogemaw Heights. As Marshall bullies his way for the first down, and a nice gain of 5 there for Marshall, giving the Falcons a first down on the 29-yard line.
We are trying to get some of these last names. You're going to have to apologize and bear with us. As the crowd lets out a cheer for the first down. Handoff goes to
Corbin Canitz, lowers his shoulder and booms the guy.
For about 9, almost close to that first down marker. Let's see where they mark him.
Yeah, let's see where the refs mark that one.
They're going to give him a first, so that's going to be a first down for the...
Well, and again, it looks like the Pioneers are having a lot of trouble handling the offensive line for the Falcons and the running backs. So we'll see what they can do here and how they can make adjustments to deal with the size, just the sheer size and strength of Ogemaw Heights.
So as we go under 5 minutes here in quarter number 1, you start wondering, Coach Miller's philosophy is let's just, get to the second half. Let's get to the second half. And I think we have the horses that will allow us to do that. So, this is exactly what he wants. Is that one's going to be handed up to Marshall at the middle. And Marshall hard running for about 6 yards there is going to take him up to the 45-yard line.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2nd and 4.
Marshall took a couple, 3 Pioneers on a free ride with him up to about
he
the
ought to start charging for that. He's
Yeah.
making some money right now. There's been a couple of times where he's had a couple of the Pioneers on his back.
Yeah, no freeloading around here.
Jones gets the play call from Coach Miller, heads back into his huddle, and
we got ourselves a short 2nd and 4 for the Falcons, right about the 45-yard line. Yeah, a little bit of personnel change here on the field for the Falcons. Into the game, Eli Smith. And there's a quick timeout taken by the Falcons.
We're going to take one here, too. So the timeout Falcons, timeout Ogemaw County Sports Network. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left. When we come back, you're listening to Falcon Football on the Ogemaw County Sports Network.
Building a life is different for everyone because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there. Contact Christy Newbecker for a quote today.
God, Country, and Lemonade. Contact Kayla Doddridge today at 989-965-3985 or email for the number godcountrylemonade@gmail.com. Also find them on Facebook at God, Country, and Lemonade.
And we are back here live from the press box here at Ogemaw Heights Football Field. It is going to be a 2nd down and 4 from the 45-yard line, full house backfield. And this is going to be an Ian Jones keeper. He looks, he turns, he goes down to about the 46 of the Falcons. That's going to be a first down for the Ogemaw Heights Falcons. Glad to have you here joining us on the Ogemaw County Sports Network. Again, big shout out to all of the locations that have tuned in on our YouTube station at Ogemaw County Sports Network. Jason Newsham, Kevin Munson, and we have our spotter, Christine Newsham. She will do a great job allowing us to kind of do what we need to do.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always good to have an extra set of eyes, extra set of hands up here in the booth with us, as there's a lot going on. There's a nice keeper by Ian Jones around the corner. Good designed run play by the Falcons. As he takes the snap on a 1st and 10, he rolls to his left, and he just misses wide. Open Corey Canitz.
That was a first pass attempt by Jones, and again, we saw it last week when he has a chance to kind of get a little rollout action. I think he looks at it, number one, he got that RPO. So we've got, the run pass option, so you got a couple of things from that standpoint. Is he obviously is a very noticeable runner and a very capable runner. So if he doesn't see something doesn't seem right, he could tuck it and go. And that one, he thought maybe he could get it on the run, but unfortunately wasn't able to tuck it in. But brings up 2nd and 10 from the 46.
It's a tough pass rolling out to your left and throwing as a righty. Sometimes it'd be nice to get just a nice, quick, easy pass for a quarterback to get him settled in. As a handoff goes to Marshall. Marshall up the right side.
That's our easy pass right there. Give it to his big number 37.
Yeah, and let's just let him run downhill. As for a gain of 5, that brings it to 3rd and 5 for the Falcons on the Pioneer 46-yard line.
Don't forget to tune in tomorrow. We will be broadcasting the Ogemaw Browns game. We'll talk a little bit about that later. The Ogemaw Browns will be here at 9 a.m. I will be here at 8:30. I'm not sure if Kevin will be up with me, but I'm sure there'll be somebody up here with me that will be helping us with the spotting and giving the Ogemaw Browns kids an opportunity, as a lot of them are down there playing catch right now, as that ball goes to Elijah Smith, and he meets number 60 and number 9 for that's Cruz Camp. I just like saying that name, Cruz Camp.
Yeah, about the time he hit the ball hit his belly, somebody hit him right in the face, and he didn't go for much there. So looks like the Falcons are dealing with a 4th down and 4 from the 39-yard line of the Pioneers, and looks like the offense will be staying out on the field.
Good idea right here. Again, you're trying to set the tone, you're trying to set the pace. Jones is going to run, and he's going to keep it. It's going to be a little option, but he's just going to
lower his shoulder.
Pushed up by number 3 there, Brody Allen, but not before another Ogemaw Heights first down.
Yeah, and Conan Weeks came up from the secondary to make a stick on Ian Jones and immediately regretted it. He's going to feel that one tomorrow.
Again, we talk about ground and pound. Every one of these guys, even Cannons, even though as fast as he is, he can still put the boom to somebody. And now you've got Elijah Smith and Marshall in the backfield. I didn't see, is that Thorson out wide?
Thorson's out wide on the wide receiver
right there. Here comes Cannons. He's going to try. Oh, he makes a move right there. Here's a chance to get there. Trying to get to the corner. He makes him a move. And he's going to be brought down right at the 2-yard line. What a tremendous little... We used to do those back in the day.
Yeah.
Remember those?
The nice little ankle breaker there on the outside as he faked in. Got the cornerback biting on it, and then went back out, and his ankles were left there on the field. And what a good move by Cannons to take it down to the 2-yard line.
Now I think about that move right there, and my ankle just broke myself.
Yeah. Call the orthopod and get ready for your hip surgery. And here we go. 1st and 10 at the 2-yard line for the Falcons. They got 3 split out to the left and 1 to the right.
This is going to be run up the middle. Run up the middle.
Oh,
Ian Jones.
And the tush push.
The tush push is alive here in Ogemaw. And it is a touchdown, Falcons. Minute 45 left, 13-7. Hey.
Well, if you can't hand the ball off to Marshall, let Ian Jones keep it and let Marshall push him into the end zone.
He is not going to complain one bit about that. Great call design, great play right there by Coach Miller coming out of that timeout. Again, they call it timeout. It's 4th and 4, 4th and 3. Gutsy play there, but again, this is who you are. This is your bread and butter. As Thorson on for the extra point. As always, we get the snap, we get the hold, we get the kick, and this one is kicked down toward Gladwin, and that one's up and good. So that will be point number 14. And just like that, with 1:45 left here in the first quarter, the Ogemaw Heights Falcons 14, Clare Pioneers 7. We'll be right back here on the Ogemaw County Sports Network.
Looking for a quality product that is custom designed? Then you need to look with Love and Chaos. With Love and Chaos, you get a sports mom of 6 kids who gets it. Selena Gillette is slinging custom apparel and accessories, bringing you quality products with a lot of love and a little bit of chaos. Contact Selena today at 989-387-5135 or email selena.gillette@gmail.com or follow us on Facebook at With Love and Chaos.
Welcome to the Fall Inn. From our famous pizzas to burgers, sandwiches, and a variety of entrees, salads, fresh homemade soups and desserts. Explore the best snacks and draft beers with family and friends at the Fall Inn in Rose City. Fall Inn supports Ogemaw County youth sports.
And welcome back to Ogemaw Heights press box. We got to zoom out a little bit. We had a little zoom in for the tush push, or the push tush, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, taking the playbooks out of the Philadelphia Eagles there.
So we're going to have, the usual, just kind of see what's going on. Nothing special, nothing surprising. Last time their first kickoff was kind of a little muff. This one is going to be kicked a little bit further, and it's going to be kicked down and is going to be taken up by number 2. And that is going to be tackled down by a couple of Falcons there. Looked like Peter Henner, number 12, was the one of the first guys in on there as he flew down the field. You kick it down the sideline, again, you're limiting on how much room they actually have.
Yeah,
so nice tackle right there by Henner.
Yeah, about the time you catch the ball, you got somebody bearing down on you. Hard to make a productive move in that scenario, which is, again, probably why Coach Miller's doing it, limiting the damage of kicking it deep like that.
So we got to go over the front 4 for the Falcons. Looks like number 3 Thorson here at the defensive end. We've got 57. Is that Hawk down there?
Hawk, Marshall.
Alexander starts in. This is going to be a design keeper up the middle, and he's going to be about 4 or 5 yards. Tackled by, Canis comes up with it, but he's going to say no, he was down before you stole the ball from him.
Felt like they blew the whistle early. Canis came in at the end and ripped the ball out of his hands, and they had already blown the play dead. So it's going to be second down and about 4 for the Pioneers.
Again, having Dane Alexander back there, the dual threat quarterback that he is, he runs as well as he throws. He averages about the same in the air as he does on the ground. So this one he's going to take. This is going to be an option. This is going to be tossed out to number 2. And there is no one out there as number 9 barrels down.
Brenton Keith like a heat-seeking missile coming from nowhere.
Came through. He's like, yeah, pitch it. He just wanted you to pitch it. Alexander obliged.
Yeah, and that takes him back a couple of yards for a third and, that looks like about 6 or 7 now for the Pioneers. On a blown play there, blown up by Brenton Keith. What a great play. And 35 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And the Pioneers take the snap. And he's looking to throw, and he throws.
Interception!
And it's intercepted by Canis! And down the sideline he goes! He's gone! Green grass!
The Falcons touchdown!
What a play by Corey Canis!
Sorry we have some obstruction here in the press box, but trust me, he scored, folks. That man was not going to be stopped. He saw that pass coming a mile away. We're getting some name pronunciation up here. I want Kravitz. Can we call him Kravitz?
Whatever comes in easy.
Right? When he keeps scoring touchdowns, we call him whatever he wants.
Rush to the booth. It's Knitz.
He's French. He's from the Knitz.
Knitz.
As the ball finally gets back tossed out there as we get ready for the extra point by Thorson, and we'll zoom in on this one. Well, we got the little zoom in button. That's always a nice button to have. We can't call him Canis anymore, but we'll call him a touchdown machine is what we'll call him. When he puts his hands on the ball, there's a good chance as that snaps down. And again, that ball is kicked by Thorson. And that is going to be point number 21 here for the Falcons. So we'll take a quick break. 24 seconds left here in quarter number 1. You're listening to Falcon Football on the Ogemaw County Sports Network.
Pop's Loose Moose Whitetail Mineral. The mineral that matters. When it comes to premium whitetail nutrition, nothing comes close. Pop's Loose Moose delivers powerful results, built for serious hunters and healthier deer. No fluff, No fillers. Just the pure mineral punch your herd needs. No other mineral dares to compare. Find us online at www.popsluicemoose.com.
Josh of All Trades, your licensed and insured contractor, offers a wide variety of home improvements, starting you off with your free quote or even custom design plans. Josh has a wide range from roofing, windows, doors, and siding, all the way from remodeling different rooms in your home, adding square footage, or even a pole barn. Call or text Josh today at 989-492-8542 and get started.
And welcome back to Ogemaw Heights, the press box here. Jason Newsham, Kevin Munson, Christine Newsham. Glad to have you here joining us on the Ogemaw County Sports Network. Again, we get a little razzle dazzle there. We're not gonna kick it. We're just gonna fake it.
Yeah, and 24 seconds left in the first quarter, and Ogemaw Heights up by 2 touchdowns. They're sitting exactly where they want to be. And here goes the kick right to a guy again. He makes one cut.
Want it. He's like, I just see a lot of, they get a little action right there. That could have been, number 2 on the return there. Not necessarily the greatest decision for him to try and go back up the middle where the Falcons defense was barreling down. So we got 27 for the...
Yeah, Matthew Gates made a nice play on that special teams. It looks like he's staying out there on defense.
A little D-line action. So you got Ian Jones and Kelvin Marshall out there. You've got Ethan Hawk. I was about to call him Robbie. That would have been a mistake, but hopefully Robbie's listening to us where he's at. And you got Thorson down at this defensive end. So it'll be 1st and 10, about the 34-yard line for Clare. 19.4 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Brenton Keith and Xander Benjamin closest to us on the screen playing secondary, and they do a quick switch. And the snap goes and the handoff, and he goes
going
for
nowhere, Kevin. That's going nowhere.
No, it's a great snip out by the linebacking core of Corbin Canitz and Matthew Gates, and for a good tackle for a loss.
Well, just like that, we have reached the end of quarter number 1. Again, a fast action, fast-paced, all right now going the Ogemaw Heights Falcons way. 21-7 will come back in the second quarter. It'll be Clare football, 2nd and 10 when we come back here on the Ogemaw County Sports Network.
Looking for a quality product that is custom designed? Then you need to look with Love and Chaos. With Love and Chaos, you get a sports mom of 6 kids who gets it. Selena Gillette is slinging custom apparel and accessories, bringing you quality products with a lot of love and a little bit of chaos. Contact Selena today at 989-387-5135 or email selena.gillette@gmail.com or follow us on Facebook at With Love and Chaos. 24-hour gym access. Begin your fitness journey here. First Fitness is community-oriented gym open 24 hours to all members. Our goal is to provide a clean, comfortable environment for all members. Come visit us in person at 520 West Houghton Avenue or visit us online at firstfitnesswb.com.
And welcome back to the Ogemaw Heights press box.
And there goes the snap for the Pioneers. He rolls to his right and a quick throw and a strike to Parker Smith for a gain of about 5 for the Pioneers. And that'll take us to 2nd and 5.
It'll be 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Let's not forget they ran a play before the end of the first quarter. So 21-7 here early in the second quarter. Nice quick play as Alexander gets the play call from his coaching staff.
And it looks like they're only going to give him 3 yards for that, so it's going to come down to 3rd and 7. Maybe.
Yeah, 3rd and 7. Alexander will get the snap.
And
quick snap out there. That
was
dropped out there, so... I don't know. Number 9, was that Keith coming down? Was that he barreling down? Brenton Keith barreling down on him out there. So maybe a good decision. I think they would have ended up short of the first down to mark it a gain.
Yeah, not a great pass that time by the quarterback.
This is a gutsy call right here. So it's 4th and 7 from your 37.
Yeah, they must have a lot of confidence in their offense.
Corey Knitz?
Oh, geez, now I can't remember.
We're going to call him Corey. So they may So they're looking again. You're going to look at the back judge here. You're going to look for him to put his hands up.
And it looks like the quarterback is also their punter as he punts it down. Picked up by Canitz. He makes one guy miss, and around the edge he goes. And he cuts back inside, makes another guy miss as he stiff arms, and he gets his way down to the 45-yard line.
I was moving the camera a little bit ahead. I was expecting him to get a little bit further, but either way, we're just going to call him Corey. Corey on the punt return there made a little bit of chicken soup out of chicken crap right there. I mean, it was, one of those things that could have bounced either way, so not a bad little pooch action from Dane Alexander, the quarterback for Clare. But now, it's going to be a big stop right here. So we're talking Dean, our keys of the game. This is going to be a key possession of the game for the Falcons offense to really put their stamp on this game.
And again, for the Pioneers, you get on 3 scores against an Ogemaw Heights team on their homecoming in their home field. You're not going to want to try to come back from that. So
it's going to be tough.
And the snap goes to Corbin. Candace around the outside he goes.
And so he will get taken out of bounds around the 39-yard line, 40-yard line of the Falcons. So another 1st and 10 for the Falcons. And again, the one thing, interception aside, they have not been able to handle the running game. As we've talked about Corbin, we've talked about Ian Jones around, we've talked about Marsh, we've talked about Corey. So you've got 4 guys right there that we've mentioned that can really at any time take this ball, take this game really in their control to the house.
Yeah, and again, we're doing it without Connor Lambert, who's still down with a knee injury, one of our premier running backs. And it's just like you said at the start of the game, it's that next man up, not that you're waiting for it. And a nice move by Corbin, and he thought he had all but green grass. And a great touchdown-saving tackle by number 10, Andrew Marino of the Pioneers, to save a touchdown.
So we're gonna go over this, Kevin, but do you know that every tackle is a game-saving tackle or a touchdown-saving tackle?
Well,
if you don't tackle them, it's going to be a touchdown.
Well, that might be true. But in this case, he didn't have anybody else who had a chance.
Some just look better than
Sometimes
others.
There's other guys who could maybe make the tackle when you miss it.
In this situation, we're going to go back a little I formation, got a little pre-snap action as 26 and 27. Winter and Gates both get a little, and then they end up not only going into motion, but going continually into motion.
Yeah.
Little offsides there. That'll be a 5-yard setback for the Falcons. That'll put 1st down and 15.
Yeah, just a little excited there on the right side of the offensive line for the Falcons, getting ready to do some run blocking, and just got a little too excited and took off, and that's going to get some yellow linen on the field
out there.
Yeah,
and they mark off the 5 yards and go back to it again. I still think that we're looking maybe at a play action pass for Jones, maybe getting Canitz out in the open, maybe Elijah Smith out in the open. So a little I formation. This is going to be over to Canitz. Corey as he's going to try to burst through, and a nice tackle. And that was, tell you what, he had a lane there if he was able to break that tackle.
Yeah, that was a great come up and stick by the middle linebacker, number 55 of the Pioneers, Brendan Burton.
So as 4 yards on that, it'll bring about 2nd down and 11, maybe 11 and a half.
You could tell Corey didn't see him coming because I think he had touchdown number 3 in his eyes there.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I agree.
And but it was a great tackle by the linebacker, and that brings it to 2nd and 11.
He came up big right there. Jones under center, only Marshall in the backfield. They're going to roll Corbin in, and they're going to run a little counter action. That one, Elijah Smith, is going to go nowhere. So maybe a loss of a half a yard. That'll bring about 3rd down and 12.
Well, and again, this might be where Ogemaw Heights has to start realizing, yeah, we can run it. We can run it on anybody. We got a lot of weapons. But every once in a while, a play-action pass, like you said before, keeps the defense it gives us just an extra second or half second of them hesitating, wondering if we're going to throw it or run it.
Well, the last time they ran that counter with Corey, he went to the house, actually went down the 2-yard line, but in this situation right here, again, I think if you do a little play action, you got Marshall to lead it back.
Marshall and Canitz in the backfield. Ian Jones rolls out to his right, and he has a man open, and it's Canitz at the 20-yard line, just a yard short of the 1st down.
Yeah, so we're going to have to figure out, again, just to make sure that we're doing it right by him. Like, Canitz, we were told maybe different last name pronunciation, so we do apologize. It's we're only going off of our score sheet that we can go off of. But by no means, any of these names that we screw up, Kevin,
we're not
no disrespect.
We're not doing it on purpose. It just might happen to be our low IQ or lack of knowledge of these guys' names.
Skills, Christian education.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. And we're going to go for it here on 4th and 1 with 9 minutes left in the second quarter. A quick handoff up the middle. And
it'll be all about the spot for.
Let's see what the sideline judge says. He looks back, and he's still making no particular judgment yet as he talks to the white hat.
He's got to run in there. He's got to make sure that the official has the proper placement. They're going to put it right down about maybe the 18.5, and that's going to be a first down for Clare, so that'll be a stop.
Turnover on downs.
They are not even going to check it.
Yeah, a little surprising there. No bother even bringing out the sticks to measure it. But
so you had a couple of guys out there. You got to do what you have to do. So we are going to have a quick change of possession here. It'll be Clare football down 21-7 with 9 minutes 13 seconds left here in the second quarter. Alexander will bring his offense back on the field, and this is the one thing where there's no media timeouts, no commercials. We're going to stay right here because at the end of the day, this is
where the action is.
This is where the action is. So, again, we do want to say thanks to Fall In. We want to say thanks to G's and Loggers and anyone else that is tuning on at your place of business. We do appreciate you. We do think about you. We do thank you. We do want you to continue to show these games every Friday night and maybe get a little following at your place of business. So Ogemaw County Sports Network wants to give you guys a big shout-out and a big thanks to all that are watching.
Well, and again, going back to your Dean Arbor keys of the game, what was it? Get a stop there for the Pioneers if they want to stay in it.
That was it.
That was it. That was exactly what the Pioneers needed to keep this game in check.
So Coach Miller goes out and talks to the white hat and the lead official and says, can we get you guys to bring the chains up? But obviously they feel, and again, we're up here in the booth and everything looks minuscule in terms of the distance. So
yeah, hard to tell up here in the booth, but even Coach Miller wanted an explanation, and nothing wrong with a coach getting an explanation.
Alexander will hand that one off the middle and.
Yeah, gain of 2. Quick tackle by Marshall and Ian Jones there. That'll make it a 2nd and 8 now for the Pioneers.
Archer Thorson in on that tackle. We say his name a lot besides kicking. I mean, usually your kicker isn't one of your lead tacklers, but in this situation, Alexander will take it. He'll hand it off up the middle. And again, number 20 trying to break something out there.
Yeah, Mason Hines for another 2 or maybe 3 yards. Make it a 3rd and long here for the Pioneers.
And now knocking on that tackle, so it'll be 3rd down and about 6.
Now we'll see what the Pioneers can draw up here on the playbook, as they've been doing a lot of running here. So we'll see if they can implement that play action that they like doing so much. And it's just a straight snapback and a quick throw out to the side. Number 3 on the sideline. That is Brady Allen for the Pioneers, and that's enough for a first down for Clare.
So Clare will take 1st and 10 as Alexander being a dual threat. So Ogemaw in this situation is going to have to run their guys on and off the field because Clare is definitely trying to move quickly. As Alexander will pull that one, he's going to try and run, but he is running out of room, and he is running into a bunch of yellow out there. And yellow is in terms of the Falcons, not in the penalty flag. So he got outside. He thought he might have something. He also thought maybe he got a little face mask there, but incidental as it is, it'll bring up 2nd down in about 13.
Yeah, it kind of looked like it. Could have just been a graze of the mask and not a full grab, and so didn't give the referees enough time to see. But either way, he could have went for a much bigger loss. He scrambled back, and it looks like a loss of about 3 now for the Pioneers.
So they'll bring up 2nd down. They have it listed as 12 at about the 33.5. Alexander will take this now. He's going to put
empty backfield.
He's going to put it in motion. So again, design draw on that one is not going to go anywhere. Ethan Hawk smells that one out there. Thorson smells that one out there. And he goes down for a loss of about a half a yard. That'll bring up 3rd down. I will give it 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, the hole that was there really closed up real quick when Ethan Hawk slid over there into the center. And enough time
Ethan doesn't slide anywhere. All right, let's not confuse the word slide. He just moves.
He just moves, yeah.
He's like a little Tommy Two Toes out there. Under 7 minutes left here in quarter number 2, 21-7 in favor of the Ogemaw Heights. Alexander takes a snap. Good break protection right there. As Hawk will now bear down. They're going to throw this one. That's going to be over the head of the intended receiver.
Yeah.
They're looking for a flag, but that's just because that's just what everybody does whenever the ball gets overthrown. So.
Yeah, it was about 5.5 yards over his head, and Candace made a nice break on the ball. Hit the player, but it was an uncatchable ball. Makes 4th and 11 here for the Pioneers.
Well, good stop there by the defense. So after the first score on the first possession for Clare, they were able to really come back strong, and really with the interception return for a touchdown by Corey has really kept the potent Clare offense off of the field.
Yeah, it really has. And now here, 4th and 11. I guess that's what happens when you have your quarterback is your punter also, and he punts it over the head of both Eli Smith and Corey Canitz, and Eli Smith scoops it up. He makes one guy miss, and he heads around the left side, and he stays in bounds. Nice shifty move there for Eli Smith as he takes it up to the 32-yard line of the Falcons.
Nice return there by Mr. Smith. We're going to take a quick break while they do a little exchange of the ball out there. You're listening to Falcons football on the Ogemaw County Sports Network. And welcome back. We just got a little bit of light action down here from the great people here in the press box of Ogemaw Heights. We appreciate that. We got a little light so we can see the names a little bit better. I formation for the Falcons to go 1st and 10. This is going to be handed off to Corbett's the back, and he's going to get about 2 or 3 yards on it, so positive yards right there. I think a couple of things right here, Kevin, I think what you want to be able to do if you were the Falcons is you got 6 minutes left here in the second quarter. You're up 21-7. Is if you're going to put another touchdown on the board, to do it with the least amount of time for Clare to have a chance. Again, we both know that Clare can put up points in a hurry, so this lead is not protected by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, this is where time management really comes into play. You got 6 minutes left in the quarter before the half.
Nice tackle there, 54, and then you got another 56 over there from a couple of guys there.
And again,
54 was Gunnar West, 56 is William Tate.
Yeah, and again, you want to get you got to get a first down. You want to keep the clock moving. And I understand what you want to do by keeping the ball on the ground, but here at 3rd and 5, we'll see what the Falcons can do. Pull out of their playbook.
Well, you got Candace down here, Corey. Little one-on-one action right here. So this is what we talked about, too. If you can get a little play action.
And Marshall and Smith in the backfield. Ian Jones comes around the edge, and he breaks it up.
Get at least enough for the first down. Move the sticks. That'll be a first down for the Falcons.
Yeah, and again, that's been a pretty productive play for the Falcons, getting Jones out in space around the edge. It's almost guaranteed us 4 or 5 yards a pop, and that's enough for the first down for the Falcons.
Well, when you got, you're talking about Marsh, you're talking about Candace, Corbin specifically, those guys in the backfield as your lead blockers as well as your big hosses up front. Again, we try to make sure we give everybody a little bit of love. That offensive line for the Falcons has done a tremendous job.
Yeah, they really have. They've really moved the Pioneers pretty much at will.
Marshall, a little counter action up there as he's going to take that for 5 for a first down carry. So it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Falcons.
Yeah.
And again, the clock's moving. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the second quarter. You're keeping Dane Alexander and that potent Clare offense off the field, and you're chewing up clock, chewing up time.
Yeah, 2 timeouts left for the Falcons. They can use those at their disposal. 3 for the Pioneers if they need them. But Falcons just continue to just kind of chip away at this yardage down to maybe get some points on the board before halftime.
Just like that, we're going to get a quick timeout by Coach Miller, so that'll be the second timeout. So we're going to take a quick one here as well. You're listening to Falcon Football on the Ogemaw County Sports Network.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools. From Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena, Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school.
And we're back, and then Corey's going to get the pitch, and Corey is going to go down the sideline. He's going to go out of bounds right around the 24-yard line, and that will be a 1st and 10 for the Falcons. So nice on Coach Miller to make sure that we got everybody set where we want to, put him in a little bit of motion, and a quick pitch, and that is going to lead down to the 25-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, 4 minutes and 9 seconds left here on the first half scoreboard. Again, we're going to have an extended halftime as we're going to be crowning some kings and queens. We'll let the public address announcer take care of all that. I think that's going to be cool. We'll also be tuning in to the halftime before we get back to the second half, the first half recap and the second half preview. We will talk a little bit and let you guys watch as that one is going up to Marshall. Marshall is going to spin around a little bit down to about the 15-yard line, almost to the first down marker.
Yeah, now we're getting some of these bigger chunk plays, 22 yards by Canitz, another 9 yards by Marshall.
But what do we talk about? We talk about it consistently. What is Ogemaw Heights trying to do with that front 5? They want to punish you, and it's not necessarily for the first half. It's not necessarily for the third quarter, but that fourth quarter comes around. They want you to know they've been working all summer.
Yeah, that's totally accurate. Pioneers are going to be, especially with that smaller size defensive line, they're just getting absolutely punished by the guys up front.
Just tripped up. I thought he was going to have a chance.
He had big eyes there for the end zone, and
he had big eyes, and thank God he had a shoelace that was untied because that defensive lineman just said, "Hey, thank you. I'm just going to grab this right here."
Yeah, Dylan Cruzcamp just got him barely by the shoelaces, enough to get Corbin to trip up, and still goes for the first down. And first down and 11 on the Pioneer, 11
well,
yards.
First down and 10 from the 11, but you can still get a first
10,
down.
First down and 10 from the 11.
First down from the 11 from the 12.
There it is.
It's all right. We got to have some fun up here. As we got full house backfield. That one's going to go up to Marshall. Marshall's going to turn them legs. He's going to get inside the 10-yard line, probably down to about the 8. And that'll bring up second down and we'll call it second down and 7. I think the key thing right there, now again, you talk about, in this situation, Ogemaw Heights scores points, but this isn't necessarily, they're not a fast-paced, a West Coast offense type of team. They're more, along the lines of, we just want to punish you, right? We want to put. So if they can get a first down, it wouldn't be surprised if Coach Miller would like to get a first down at the 1 and then maybe take a play or two and keep that clock ticking down.
Yeah, with just over 2 minutes left here to go before halftime, you don't want to leave much time on the.
Nope, and I think he is going to get down. They're going to call him for a touchdown.
Marshall. What a nicely designed play. A little hard to see what happened there, but it looks like Marshall had the ball as he went around the edge and enough to score the touchdown for the Falcons.
Well, the good news is if it's tough for us to see it, it's tough for the defense to figure out who has the ball. So
that's true.
27-7 stands the score right now, pending the extra point by Thorson. Ian Jones will be your holder. This is kind of becoming routine. It'll be 27-7, and Thorson will get ready. The snap, the hold, the kick. It's up. It is up and good. That is 28 for the Falcons, 7 for Clare. We'll be right back here on the Ogemaw County Sports Network.
Get out on one of our award-winning trails through the Ogemaw Hills. Pick up a geocaching passport to receive your commemorative coin, or grab the guides to master one of our award-winning golf courses. Create lifelong memories with family and friends and enjoy our brand of northern hospitality. Or rent a pontoon for a cruise on one of our many pristine lakes. So leave the hustle behind and feel a million miles away in West Branch. Up north never felt so close.
sure why.
All right, welcome back to the Ogemaw County Sports Network. Jason Newsom, Kevin Munson. We appreciate all the little feedback that we're getting. If we are experiencing anything glitchy-wise, we will try to take care of it at halftime. So we bring you a pure second half as this ball is shot down, and that is going to be out of bounds. That will be the penalty flag, which will be, unfortunately, that'll be a little offside. So they're going to get the Clare Pioneers, almost something you don't want to do. You're going to give them pretty good field position with 2 minutes left and a solid quarterback. Even though he's a junior, a lot of success so far in his back pocket. So this doesn't necessarily deter him, but we will figure out what the game plan is here for the defense.
Yeah, last thing you want to do is give the Pioneers the ball on the 35-yard line with 3 timeouts, 2 minutes left to go in the half. So let's see if they can string together a drive here to put some points on the board.
So they do receive the ball in the second half. So again,
big potential momentum swing if the Pioneers are able to put some points on the board here.
And we saw last week Shepard was able to get down. Nice goal line stand by the Ogemaw Heights defense last week, but something that Coach Miller and his staff don't want to do is this one is Marshall is going to throw that. That is going to be bounced away. So nice breakup by Brenton Keith.
Yeah, that was great defense. It was almost an unbelievable catch by Conan Weeks as he went up and had it in his hands, but just a little bit better defense by Brenton Keith is able to knock it out of it.
So you get good offense, good play call right there. Again, you still had Marshall barreling down on Alexander, so they're going to definitely want to maintain a little bit more, the least amount of pressure you can put on Alexander. Give him some time back there. So minute 55 left here. It'll be second down and 10 for the Pioneers.
Yeah, the Falcons are just going to want to try to get pressure with their front four as they drop their linebackers and their secondary into coverage, not to prevent the big plays. And the nice handoff to number 20, and that's what you can't have, getting him out in space, and he's downhill running for a nice gain of about 17 yards.
Well, the way that they were defending that, almost in a zone situation, they're rushing for. Everybody was dropping back, and when they only had the 2 linebackers, easy for the blockers to get out in front. So that's going to put them down to the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10, chains are moved. This ball is shot outside. Oh, that's a nice
big stick
right there. So number 11 unable to bring it in, and that's 21. So Jackson Ziegler right there. He's zigging him.
And Parker Smith's mom's feeling that one in the stands. He got hit so hard.
And she was like, "Don't catch it, honey. Don't catch it. Just drop it." Well, he dropped it. No choice of his own right there.
Yeah.
So minute 37 left, second down and 10.
Yeah, great play. Great play by...
Good break on it, really.
Oh, really?
I thought he was going to be able to maybe catch it and maybe get himself turned around, but again, it's
Yeah, Ziegler stuck his back foot in the ground and really took off, and he didn't have a chance to really turn and make a play.
We got a little quad action down here. It looks like they're going to wait, and they're going to call the play in. So, Alexander, we got 4 receivers down to the near side. So, again, this is, I think, I'm looking at quarterback draw.
Yeah, 5 receiver spread.
Or a screen in there.
Oh, and he gets out of that one. He looks downfield, and he just throws it away.
And they're going to get the shot right there. That is going to be a late hit. So, we talked about it from last week. A situation where you don't, as Ethan Hawk is yelling at his teammates, you don't need it. It's just unnecessary, and now you're going to give him a free 15. So in a situation where it would have been 3rd and 10, now we have some real issues with our camera glitching. All right, so don't worry about us, folks. We got everything under control.
Yeah, real smart play by the quarterback there as he rolls out, doesn't have anybody open downfield, just throws it away and takes the big late hit from the Falcons. And
not sure that was the smart play, was taking the late hit, but
that's going to give him pretty good field position on the, looks like about the 32-yard line of the Falcons. And with a fresh set of downs and a minute 29 left to go here in the first half. Alexander Dane from the shotgun. He's got 4 receivers wide, 1 up top, and a free runner up the middle, and a takedown sack by Kelvin Marshall. And that'll slow down an offensive drive.
Minute 17 left here in quarter number 2, and finally I think they're going to have a timeout. No, maybe not. I thought maybe Clare was going to use a timeout, and it looks like they did.
Not sure. No real. There we go.
And
now,
there, but they're going to call a timeout. They're going to say that timeout's being called by the Falcons. No, they're calling it by Clare. So they got it called by Clare. Good call. So Clare will call a timeout with 1:17 left. They are giving him forward credit for something that I'm not quite positive with. However, again, not our story to tell, but
yeah,
it's about second down and about 15, where I thought maybe it was going to be more second down and 18.
Yeah, interesting spot that they put the ball at there, because about the time Marshall made contact with the quarterback went down.
Well, he's still moving, so he's still trying to make a play.
Yeah.
And so if he's still trying to make a play, he's a runner. So if he ends up going backwards because of that, then it's one of those things that you kind of take him back a couple more yards.
Yeah, forward progress doesn't come into play in that case, but nonetheless, they're in charge and we're not. Now it's 2nd 14 with 1:17 left.
So we've got Alexander in an empty backfield. Again, you got quads down here to the near side. And you got, again, you're trying to figure out defensively what are you going to drop back into. And they didn't really need a lot of pressure last time, as Marshall was able to escape through the offensive line and the scheme up there. As now we've got a little slow down action. I'm not quite sure what, as Ian Jones is making sure that the backfield of Brenton Keith and Corey is on top. So they're calling for a
clock reset from 1:17 to 1:23 is what the referees are waiting for. So
minor details.
Add another 5 seconds onto the first half here.
They won 5 seconds. We thought it was going to be 5 yards further back. So I guess it all averages out.
It all averages out.
So we got the scoreboard set. 1:23 left here in quarter number 2.
Looks like they approve of that message, and we'll be able to hike the ball here.
So Dane Alexander will be in the shotgun.
And we'll see what kind of pressure the Falcons can put on.
They're going to go in motion, so they're going to
fake the handoff right there. And they're going to go back to him.
So nice play there.
And it's one-on-one out in space. And
Canis will just push him out of bounds over there. So a modest gain on something that could have been a lot worse. So there's going to be 3rd down and about 6 yards to go.
Yeah, he had potentially a lot of real estate ahead of him. And Canis made up some ground quickly and made a nice play to get him out of bounds.
1:15 left here in the second quarter. Nice play call there by the coaching staff of Clare, Steve Spranger.
Well, and a good heads-up play by Weeks as he got out of bounds to save them a timeout, too, with 1:15 left here.
You got 2 timeouts left for the Clare Pioneers. You got 1 timeout left for Ogemaw Heights. As you get the crowd letting the defense know they want to push them back.
And about 37.
In case you were wondering.
And across the middle.
And that is going to be dropped right there.
Almost intercepted again by Canis.
He's ball sniffing out there. I tell you, he's really got a nice job when you can just let him be and let him kind of hawk the situation, see what's going down. And again, this is a lot of scouting, a lot of reports throughout the week for these guys that they've been looking at. So Alexander will now look at a 4th down and we'll call it 6, a long 6, maybe a 7, as they're getting the play calls in. I think this is a situation. I think they're going to go for it. I don't think this is going to be a pooch.
Yeah, there's almost no point in punting it at this. I mean, they're too far away probably for a field goal. No point in punting it, so you might as well see about getting that 1st down or just taking the turnover on downs.
Goes in motion, and you got Thorson
and
coming
down. And
that one's going to be overthrown, so that was going to turn the ball back over to the Falcons. Well, more importantly, they gives the Falcons ball with 1 minute and 4 seconds, and we've known that they have the capabilities. This team has the capabilities of putting up 7 points quick. So I don't think this is a situation where Coach Miller gets conservative and takes a knee and is happy with taking a 20-7 lead into the locker room. No, let's just see what they do. They got a timeout left.
I think you throw a couple big plays down the field, see what happens, see if you can spark a little something here at the end of the first half, but. Jason, going back to the Pioneers, it looks like Dane Alexander just appears a little bit rattled back there. He's had a lot of pressure, and his last 3 or 4 throws have just been off the mark, which seems unusual for him.
It's very unusual for him, and I think a couple of things is when you're already down, is that ball's going to be tossed up the middle, and that's going to go for about 4 yards. So. It makes you wonder again, are they just going to try to run the ball a little bit? So he goes 4 yards up, 2nd down and 6 for the Falcons. Under a minute left here as the clock is ticking away. And again, You know, are you going to be happy going into the halftime with a 28-7 lead? It appears that's what Coach Miller and his staff is. Now, I say that, and we saw last week the explosion of Corey, you know, getting loose behind the defensive secondary. So nothing's really out of the question, as this is going to be second down in about 6, as Jones is going to pass. There it is. He's going to wing it. And that is going to be, they're going to get him for a hands-on, so they're going to get a little extra love there. So they'll get an extra 15. As even though it looked like there was a little underthrown, a little wobbly, not allowing him to turn around and locate the ball and make a play for the ball, he's going back to bite Clare.
And hold on. Looks like everyone was moving, and now everyone's moving backwards, so...
Well, let's find out what the call is. Pass interference on the defense. So they're going to move it from the 28 to about the 43.
All right, just waiting to find...
So now you got 20 seconds left, so a little bit of time come off the clock there on the pass attempt by Jones. This is one of the things that, you know, you already know where the ball's got to go. Let's just get it there. Let's plan it down and let's get ready to rock and roll. But in this situation, they're going to measure it out. It'll go up to about the... Well, they still on first and 10 on the scoreboard, so I was going off of the wrong thing. So they're going to take up about the 47. 20 seconds left. You got a couple of quick plays here. See if Clare maybe goes more of a prevent, but they're going to look like they're cracking up the line right now to try and get some pressure on Jones, as Jones is going to take the handoff. He's going to fumble the ball. Ball's on the ground, and that is going to be scooped up by, looks like Ethan Hawk down there. That is number 68 for the Falcons. Jumps on that ball. As Chuddy will, and that gets a little crowd cheer because you don't really cheer for the offensive line very often.
Yeah, well, that's a nice play by him to be aware of the surroundings, enough time to jump on the ball. It would have been a turnover with decent field position. Not much time left in the game. But
so 11 seconds left, and the Falcons are going to call a timeout. So, you know, Kevin, we're going to put your coaching hat on. You've got, see, we got second down. You got second down, and it looks like they're just going to line up in the victory formation.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to let the time run out probably here. You know, had they done things a little differently, Coach Miller took in about 30 seconds to get that play off when there was about a minute and a half left, which wound the clock down. One timeout, 20 seconds left. Even with decent field position, you just have to break one or two plays off. Now it looks like they're probably just going to get in victory formation and take a knee.
Take a knee, go into halftime, up 28-7. So they will, it appears, I mean, again, they're just waiting on the timeout that is no longer available for either team, and they're going to take the knee. They are going to be happy with the 28-7 lead, so... We're going to come back. They got a lot of stuff happening at halftime. We're going to let halftime take care of itself. You got a homecoming king. You got a homecoming queen. You got the band coming out. So we're going to let that stuff take place. We'll be back with about a couple minutes left in halftime. At halftime to kind of recap first half, preview the second half, and what's going to turn out to hopefully be a fantastic finish here at Ogemaw Heights. Jason Newsher, Kevin Munson here on the Ogemaw County Sports Network. We'll be right back here for the halftime show.
G's Pizzeria, your Michigan family tradition since 1983. Try out amazing new seasonal pizzas. Meatball Parmigiana, homemade pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese, fresh basil, homemade meatballs, cup and char pepperoni, and Parmesan cheese. These limited time pizzas will have your taste buds dancing. Don't miss out. Stop in and see us in downtown West Branch 200, West Houghton Avenue. Or call us at 989-345-3008.
And now for the homecoming halftime festivities, to introduce our 2025 homecoming course is Ogemaw Heights High School principal, Ms. Pusha Ziegler.
and Colton Schwartz. Kennedy is the daughter of Brian Hornbacher and Eric and Kendra Ireland. Kennedy plays volleyball and plans to be on the softball and track teams. Her favorite hobbies are riding dirt bikes, hanging out with friends, and playing sports. Kennedy's future plans are to attend college and pursue a career in the medical field. One fun fact about Kennedy is she has been riding dirt bikes since she was 4 years old. Colton Schwartz is the son of Ben and Rachel Schwartz. Colton plays on the JV soccer team and plans to participate in golf, track, and swim. His hobbies include fishing, riding bikes, swimming, and going through the trails on a side-by-side. His future plans are to attend a trade school. One fun fact about Colton is that at a Detroit Tigers game, he dropped his sunglasses on the field and Riley Green threw them back to him. Representing the sophomore class of 2028 are Lily Inman and Brenton Keith. Lily is the daughter of Troy and Brittany Inman. Lily's hobbies include shopping, reading, and hanging out with friends and family. Her future plans are to go to college and become a trauma nurse. A fun fact about Lily is she was born on the U.S. Army base Fort Campbell in Kentucky. Brenton is the son of Ben and Katie Keith. He is a member of the football, basketball, and track teams. Brenton's hobbies include hunting and fishing. His future plans are to pursue a career in underground construction. A fun fact about Brenton is that his brother has a YouTube channel called Cubby TV. Representing the junior class of 2027 are Brooklyn Smith and Logan Raymond. Brooklyn is the daughter of Christopher and Ashley Smith. She is a member of COSA, Youth Advisory Council, Yearbook, and Theater. Brooklyn also plays soccer and basketball. She enjoys reading, shopping with friends, planning her next Disney vacation, and watching her siblings participate in sports. Her future plans include to participate in the Disney College program and pursue a career in the medical field. Logan is the son of Jason and Allie Raymond. Logan is a member of the varsity football team. In his free time, he enjoys weightlifting, hanging out with friends, and playing video games. In the future, he hopes to go to college and dorm with his friends. A fun fact about Logan is he was born in California.
Hey, thanks for everything you do, bud.
The senior class of 2026 is represented by 5 boys and 5 girls. The first of the senior court members are Tess Barron and Lakin Palmrider. Tess is the daughter of Lisa McCauley and Nicholas Barron. She is being escorted by her mom and grandfather, Tom McCauley. Tess is a member of NHS and Yearbook. In her free time, Tess enjoys hanging out with family and friends, fishing, and doing nails. Her future plans are to attend college to pursue a career in social work. One fun fact about Tess is she grew up in Chicago until she was 10. Lakin is the son of Robert and Ashley Lester and Richard and Katie Holmrider. He enjoys fishing, playing basketball, and racing in bumping runs. Lakin plans on working as an electrician when he graduates from high school. A fun fact about Lakin is he has been racing for 5 years. He enjoys weightlifting, hunting, and Calvin plans on working with his dad on the family farm and owning his own custom harvesting business. One fun fact about Calvin is he can bench press 400 pounds. The third set of senior representatives is Madeline Piava and Hunter Zettel. Madeline is the daughter of Michael and Edie Piava. She is a member of NHS and the varsity track and field team. She enjoys hanging out at the lake with her family and Hunter. After high school, Madeline plans to enroll in the cardiac sonography program. One fun fact about Madeline is she has gone to regionals for track every year of high school. Hunter is the son of Rory and Amy Zettel. His hobbies include working on his 1942 Willys Jeep, hanging out with friends and family, and going hunting and fishing. Hunter is in NHS and a member of the varsity soccer team. His future plans are to attend Delta and Ferris State to earn a CNC engineering degree. A fun fact about Hunter is he played soccer since he was 6 years old. Also representing the class of 2026 are Tessa Craner and Xander Benjamin. Tessa is the daughter of Scott Craner and Amber Benstead. Tessa's hobbies include shopping, traveling, and golfing. Her future plans are to become a real estate consultant. One fun fact about Tessa is that she looks up to her 3 older sisters. Xander is the son of Justin and Erica Benjamin. Xander is a member of the varsity football team. In his free time, he enjoys goose hunting and working. Xander's future plans are to own and operate multiple businesses. One fun fact about Xander is he currently owns and operates top-notch pressure washing. Feel free to give him a call at 989-387-0633 or always pressure washing needs. Rounding out this year's sport are Kira Winkler and Corey Knipp. Kira is the daughter of James Wangler and Tiana Collins. She is being escorted by her dad, mom, and stepdad, Shane Pete. She loves to hang out with friends and family and watch Corey play football. Her future plans include attending college to pursue a business degree. One fun fact about Kira is she cannot function in the morning without coffee. Corey is the son of Larry and Nikki Crane Knipp. He spends his free time playing football and hanging out with his friends in Kira. Corey is a member of the varsity football team. His future plans are to go to college with an athletic scholarship and play football. One fun fact about Corey is he was an all-conference wide receiver. At this time, we would like to welcome back last year's King and Queen, Robbie Hawk and Hannah Beeler. Robbie is the son of Shane and Julie Hawk. He is currently attending Alma College to play football and pursue a degree in business. Hannah is the daughter of Shane and Kayla Beeler. She is currently attending Saginaw Valley State University and studying accounting. We would also like to introduce this year's Prince and Princess of the West Branch Rose City Area Schools. Our princess is Katie Bennett, daughter of Kyle and Rachel Bennett. Katie participates in 4-H and Girl Scouts and loves playing outside, swimming, reading, and spending time with family and friends. Her dream profession is to be a teacher. his mom work at athletic events and watching play practice, mostly for the snacks. He also loves taking care of his chickens, fishing with Dad, and hanging out with his best friends, Katie, Lou, and Jackson. When Luke grows up, he wants to be a chicken whisperer. Fun fact about Luke is his favorite color is gold. Go Falcons. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. The results of the student body election for the 2025 Homecoming King Queen are in. First up, the Homecoming King for 2025, drumroll please, Corey Fitz. And his royal partner, the 2025 Homecoming Queen is, drumroll please, Kira Wingler. And now to conclude our halftime show, please welcome the Ogemaw Heights Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Mark Anderson and led by drum majors Mallory Schleicher and Lenny Gates. Tonight, the marching band presents California Girls by Katy Perry, Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus, and Starships by Nicki Minaj. Band, take it away.
welcome back here. Right now it looks like I'm alone, but I'm not. I've got, we're live. Right now we're talking about LA, baby. She's waving to her fan club over here. So, Jason Newsham, Christine Newsham, and Kevin Mustin over here guzzling his water, trying to get that down. Welcome back. It's halftime here. We've got a great show. So we finally got it figured out. It's Knitz. He's in like Knitz. So he's also the homecoming king. So we'll be talking about King Knitz here in the second half. But 28-7, a couple things that we saw in that first half was, honestly, what we thought we'd see. Explosive plays, ground and pound, took advantage of the interception, and now you're putting really Clare back on their heels. Offensively, haven't been able to do a ton. Dane Alexander, again, he's a dual threat quarterback. We know what he's capable of doing, but not having that opportunity to really play with the lead or play maybe, up 6, down 6, where you're kind of a little bit more freewheeling, it's kind of like making him one-dimensional, and the Falcons are teeing off on that. So I think the adjustments here in the second half, Kevin, the Dean Arbor keys for the second half, as we like to call them here on the Ogemaw County Sports Network. For Clare, I think it's going to be to get something sustained and ending with points. And that sounds great, but again, you're down by 21. So getting points right now is step one. It's going to come down to getting stops. It's going to come down to stopping the opponent. We talked last night at the show, the Sports Nest over at G's, and my prediction was 49-21. And right now I'm on pace for Ogemaw side of it at 28. So they're halfway to where I thought they would be. But I'm really surprised defensively that Clare's going to have to come out in the second half, and they're going to have to do some things and get some stops and really kind of turn the tide a little bit.
Yeah, and again, you said it right at the very beginning. Ogemaw Heights is doing what they normally do, and Clare just hasn't been able to get started. And when all of it's kind of put on the back of the quarterback, it's tough. He looks uncomfortable. We're getting a lot of pressure up front with just the front four, and when we send linebackers, there's a ton of pressure. So it's gonna come down to whether or not Clare can make that adjustment at second half. And again, Ogemaw Heights has struggled in the past with a passing team. So if the Clare can figure out a couple of plays offensively to throw the ball down the field, that'll open the run game up. That'll put Ogemaw Heights on their heels. They've struggled in the secondary, but they also haven't had Xander Benjamin playing at a high level, Brenson Key playing at a high level, both Knitz boys back there. So a little different secondary look for the Falcons. So again, Ogemaw just needs to keep doing what they've been doing, and Pioneers have to make that adjustment.
We're going to take a quick break. We're down to a minute left here at halftime as both teams will come out. It'll be Clare receiving the second half kickoff when we return here on the Ogemaw County Sports Network.
G's Pizzeria, your Michigan family tradition since 1983. Try out amazing new seasonal pizzas. Meatball Parmigiana, homemade pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese, fresh basil, homemade meatballs, cup and char pepperoni, and Parmesan cheese. These limited time pizzas will have your taste buds dancing. Don't miss out. Stop in and see us in downtown West Branch 200, West Houghton Avenue. Or call us at 989-345-3008.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Well, welcome back to the Ogemaw County Sports Network, Jason Newsham, Kevin Munson, Christine Newsham. Glad to have you here in the press box of Ogemaw Heights. Did not miss much there. The MHSA commercial taking place, but the ball kicked out of bounds. It'll be first down and 10 at the 35-yard line. 12 minutes left here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, big drive for the Pioneers here to start the second half as they handed the ball off to number 20, Mason Hines, who scrambles for about 2 yards for a second 8 coming up for the Pioneers.
Hopefully, all of our folks that are tuning in, we apologize if you had any glitches earlier. We think we have it figured out. Again, this is week 2 up here in the press box. We're working on some things, trying to make sure we're bringing you the best quality and up to the second information. 11 minutes, 30 seconds left. This one's going to be handed off, and that is going to be stuffed right there. Tackle from behind.
Yeah, nice run around the corner by Donovan Hoogerhide.
Number 21, and that Ziegler again over there.
Yep, Ziegler over there on the corner making the tackle. That'll set up a 3rd and 4 for the Pioneers.
Ziegler will make the play down there from his cornerback safety. I'm not quite sure. I guess he's more cornerback over there.
Well, looks
he
like
came up and made the right play, made the right read. 3rd down and 4 from the 42 here in Alexander again in the shotgun position. He's flanked by 2. Now he's going to send 1 in motion, and this is just going to be that's going to be an offense. Again, we talked about it earlier in terms of they looked like they were always. You kind of saw what was happening, and they were just getting a little bit of a head start ahead of them. And
yeah, the guy went in motion out of the backfield, and instead of just going in motion and setting, he went in motion and started his motion forward.
That works in the Canadian Football League, but not here in the Black Pine Conference.
When you get a nice running start like that, it doesn't. You're going to get the yellow flag every time. That puts them back for a long 3rd and 9. And looks like the Pioneers have not abandoned the run game yet. Looks like first couple plays out of the second half. And now they're going to have to step back and throw it. But there's a little bit of room upfield. Oh! And there goes the ball's loose on the ground.
A little scrum down there, and that is going to be no sign yet, no sign yet, no sign yet. So
no signal yet from the referees.
That usually means it's just going to be recovered by the home team or the offensive team, so that'll be 4th down at about 2. So Alexander, again, pressure from the Falcons front 4. Not a lot of pressure, being set, but a lot of pressure being created by that front 4. Let's give those guys some love. 55 out there. There's Marcellus Rogers. We got Ethan Hawk on their front line, I believe. Marshall on the front line, and then 4th down and 2 as the crowd tries to inspire. Handoff up the middle, and he's going to go
stuck.
nowhere. And that'll be a stuff and a turnover on downs. Hines will go nowhere, and that is going to be not what the Dean Arbor keys for the second half for the Clare Pioneers were all about.
Oh, what a good play by Ethan Hawk as he blew off his blocker, and along with Thorson made the tackle for the loss of yards and the turnover on downs. And the good field position now for the Falcons at the 43-yard line.
And we're going to stay right here. Again, they change of possession as Corbin Knitz either fooling everybody or he's going to run off. He's going to tell Coach, I'm good. Put me back in. So we got Corey Knitz here on the near side. You got a couple men in motion there, 26-27.
Marshall in the backfield along with Eli Smith, and the height goes to Ian Jones. A quick and he pitches it out to
action.
Eli Smith. Makes a nice move inside, sheds a few tacklers.
Nice hard run right there. I tell you what, for something that didn't look like there was a lot of anything, Smith made a couple of guys miss right there, and a couple of guys a little shimmy shake here, a little shimmy shake there. And next thing you know, he's down to the 5-yard gain, brings up 2nd down and 5 for the Falcons. And I never want to say this in a football game, but I think if Ogemaw Heights is able to go down here and score, the entire complexion of Clare's offense changes, and it goes exactly the way that Ogemaw Heights would like it to, which is going to put them definitely not just on their heels, but on the back burner. They're going to have a timeout called here, and that's going to come early here in the second half. But we're going to take one here on the Ogemaw County Sports Network. We'll be right back. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Falcons.
Building a life is different for everyone because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there. Contact Christy Newbecker for a quote today.
Looking for a quality product that is custom designed? Then you need to look with Love and Chaos. With Love and Chaos, you get a sports mom of 6 kids who gets it. Selena Gillette is slinging custom apparel and accessories, bringing you quality products with a lot of love and a little bit of chaos. Contact Selena today at 989-387-5135 or email selena.gillette@gmail.com or follow us on Facebook at With Love and Chaos.
And welcome back to the press box here at Ogemaw Heights. Jason Newsham, Kevin Munson, glad to have you here on Ogemaw County Sports Network as Knitz will go on in motion, and he's going to make a move out there. He's going to stay on his feet. He's going to spin, and he's going to be dragged down right at the first down marker. Should be enough for first down yardage. It should be 1st and 10 for the Ogemaw Heights Falcons.
Yeah, and pretty close to what appeared to be a horse collar tackle there on the Clare sideline, but no flag. And
he spun one way, the shoulder went the other way. They're going to call it a half yard. I don't even know. You say you have to give him the
line
first down at that point.
The line judge is motioning or the head judge is motioning for the first down, and now they're going to move the chains. So that'll be a Falcons first down.
We got Marshall in the backfield standing alone right now behind Ian Jones.
And the Falcons send a man in motion as Ian gets the call. And a quick handoff up the middle. And churning his legs and going nowhere as he is met by the entire defensive line of the Pioneers.
You give Marshall credit, though. The one thing about him, and you mentioned it while he was in the process of running, he keeps his legs going. And then the big thing, too, and you got to understand this as a running back, if you're a younger running back, is you want to fall forward.
Yeah.
Because you fall forward, that's another yard and a half that you get. If you allow yourself or you don't have the leverage and you get pushed backwards, you're pretty much now at the 37-yard line, the 32-yard line. He falls forward, he ends up at the 31.
Yeah.
A big difference right there, and it could come down to it, especially on a 4th down.
Well, and at halftime they mentioned his claim to fame is he can bench 400 pounds, and I've seen him in the gym, and he is a strong kid.
He's a strong runner there. Outside of being on the bench press, he's going to take that outside and get another first down for your Ogemaw Heights Falcons. I think what's really cool about homecoming, too, is you get a lot of these classes that come back and celebrate their anniversaries, the 90s, the 2000s, the 80s, the 45-year reunions. And it's really special for them to be able to come back and watch a team that kind of reminds them of when they were back in high school.
Well, yeah, and again, speaking of Marshall, his dad was on the state championship team here for Ogemaw Heights.
Jones is going to keep that one. He's going to make a move. He's going to shoelace tackle. We do have a little yellow on the ground. It's going to more than likely in the area of holding.
And then that flag came in late at the end.
So we're going to wait and see what the call is. But again, that'll be a spot foul if it is holding. We're not going to jump the gun here. And now we get the official call. So it will be holding on Ogemaw Heights. A spot foul, so it'll still be first down, but it should be 10 yards from there. So, it'll be about first down and 15 versus, back from the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah. We'll see where he ends up spotting it. There he goes.
So you'll see a lot of times, too, when these guys throw their flag, they will try and throw it into the area so they kind of have a general idea of where that penalty was called at, so when it is a spot foul. So give a shout out to my buddy Jeff Doan, who taught me a ton about football officiating. So rather than being a traditional 1st and 20 automatically, it is going to be about a 1st and 14 as Jones is going to step back and throw. Pressure from Clare comes all over, and he's able to escape. He's on the move. He puts his head down. He's going to get down to about the 33-yard line. So he's going to get back to about the 23-yard line, about the original line of scrimmage. So bring up about a 2nd down and maybe 9, maybe 10. We'll call 10. So he gets about 40 yards on the scramble.
Yeah, really a good play by Ian Jones there. He was about to be sacked for a loss of 5 or 6. Managed to work his way out and get some positive yards out of it.
Well, I think that let's give the Clare front 4 on the defensive side some credit for putting that pressure back there. As a quick pitch out to Corey, Knitz, and he's going to take it down to the 15-yard line, maybe the 16.
Well, and a couple good plays there, chunking off some yards, make a much more manageable, 3rd and 4.
Well, they're going to call, I'm sorry, we got something going on. So I've got 3rd and 4. They've got 4th and 4. So we're going to go with the official score. So we're going to go 4th down and 3. I thought it was, I got messed up on a play clearly. So 4th down and 3 is the set. So they're going to put the full house backfield in. And again, Clare's defensively, they're going to put 9 in the box. They're putting everybody in the box. This is going to be one-on-one opportunity for Corey Knitz at the top of the screen. As that one's going to be handed out to Marshall. Marshall's going to try and get to the edge. He's going to get there. He's going to turn up, and he's going to be thrown down inside the 10-yard line. So that'll be 1st and goal for the Falcons.
Yeah, and what a smart running play by Marshall. He got on the outside. He had some real estate to work with. Then realizing he had to get that 1st down, cut it upfield, lowered his head, got that extra 3 or 4 yards, making the 1st down.
Well, 6 minutes and 22 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Ogemaw Heights on the verge of really putting Clare in a pickle.
Yeah. Again, like you said earlier, they managed to put this in the end zone for 6-7. It's going to be a tough comeback. 6 minutes left now in the 3rd quarter. Clare might just have themselves.
Nice count there. That looked like number 9 in there early. And Kruskamp. A couple of other guys as Smith was the counter action there. Didn't go anywhere. Actually lost a yard or 2. And that is going to bring it up to second out. Parker Smith getting credit for the tackle for the Clare Pioneers. There was quite a few of those guys had their heads down and hats on the football there. So as Smith will come out, Jones gets the assignment. Let's see, we're going to go full house. Now we're going to go I formation in the backfield. Corey Knitz here on the near side. And Jones is going to fake it. He's just going to run up the middle. And he is going to slide himself all the way in. And that is going to be an Ogemaw touchdown! Smith with the fake and he your big guys up front. And congratulations for him for his 2nd touchdown of the evening here with 5 minutes 28 seconds left. The Ogemaw Heights open up a 34-7 lead over the Clare Pioneers.
And again, hats off to the offensive line. Don't get enough credit for what they've done here tonight, but they opened up the Red Sea for him to part through.
So the extra point block, so it'll stay 34-7. We will take a quick break here on the Ogemaw County Sports Network. You're listening to Falcon Football.
Looking for a quality product that is custom designed? Then you need to look with Love and Chaos. With Love and Chaos, you get a sports mom of 6 kids who gets it. Selena Gillette is slinging custom apparel and accessories, bringing you quality products with a lot of love and a little bit of chaos. Contact Selena today at 989-387-5135 or email selena.gillette@gmail.com or follow us on Facebook at With Love and Chaos.
Welcome to the Fall Inn. From our famous pizzas to burgers, sandwiches, and a variety of entrees, salads, fresh homemade soups and desserts. Explore the best snacks and draft beers with family and friends at the Fall Inn in Rose City. Fall Inn supports Ogemaw County youth sports.
And welcome back to the Ogemaw County Sports Network here. Jason Newsham, Kevin Munson. We are 34-7 in favor of your Ogemaw Heights Falcons here on Homecoming 2025. You know, Kevin, it's one of those games where we both thought it could have been a little bit closer, and the way the Ogemaw Heights team has been playing these last 3 weeks, let's go back to that Gladwin game. Really, since the Traverse City St. Francis loss, they've just been playing at a different level. And it's hats off to Coach Miller getting his guys ready as the kickoff by Ian Jones is brought by Alexander. He's going to be spun out of bounds over there on the Clare sideline, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Clare Pioneers.
Yeah, and again, we knew what their offense could do, but it's really nice to see their defense and how well they've played today. Holding the Pioneers to only 7 points. down 4 scores.
And remember, they got their first score on the first possession.
Yeah. Since that first possession, they've been able to barely move the ball down the field. It's not like they're moving the ball a bunch of yards and then turning the ball over. They just haven't been able to move the ball down the field effectively at all on this Falcon defense.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive coaches for the late pitch there, but I tell you what, Thorson made sure Alexander is going to remember that name. He laid him out in that backfield. And for a guy who allegedly had a potential concussion, the more hits that he's taken, it's really putting him on the kind of almost happy feet back there.
Yeah.
Alexander will stay in the shotgun position. He's going to hand this one off wisely, and this is going to be brought down by the Falcon defense. Let Ian Jones in there on the tackle.
And I don't know if you're noticing this, Jason, but this second half, and like we talked about at the beginning of the game, the Falcons tend to wear teams down, and that seems like what's happening up front on the line. It's almost like there's just a free-for-all rush on the defensive line for the Falcons, and maybe it's due to fatigue.
Yeah.
Maybe it's due to just the nature of the game, but they're getting in the backfield awfully quick.
Yeah, Ian Jones is doing a great job. He's kind of a linebacker. He kind of moves up to the line a little bit, kind of becomes a fifth defensive lineman. Again, we're just trying to get you some numbers out there. So we've got 55 on this end. That's going to be number Marcellus Rogers. We like to give those big guys some credit. So Alexander's going to clear out the backfield. Looked like a little hole there, but that's going to be thrown on the run, and that's going to be overthrown. Nice attempt there by Alexander. And then Allen is just going to be a little bit outside of his outstretched hands, but good defensive coverage, good defensive pressure again by that front four.
Yeah, another big stick on the quarterback, Dane Alexander. Tomorrow he should feel.
He's going to feel.
He's going to feel something
right now. I mean, again, as number 60 runs off the field, it's Carson Keith.
Yeah, he's the one out there made the big hit on Alexander, and applying that pressure up front. Just hasn't given him any time to be comfortable in the backfield, looking down the field to throw the ball.
So there's a situation. You're down 34-7, 3:54 left here. You're going to have to go for it on 4th and 7 because you're not going to want to keep having empty possessions. But a quick pass right there. Nice tackle there by number 9. Let's see where they're going to mark him. And they're going to mark him. It appears to be a little short, but again, let's wait for the official spot. As number 9, Brenson Keith comes up from his position. And we're going to find out where they're going to lay it down at. You got people up here in the press box that are saying, no way. They're going to end up giving him credit for the first down. So, again, here's the deal. It's forward progress. It's high school football. Yep. So where he made the catch was right about that spot. And Keith was able to push it back 2 yards. So where he ended up wasn't where he caught the ball, so they gave him credit for where he caught the ball. So now the Falcons defense is going to have to button up a little bit more as Alexander gets 1st and 10. And again, another hit on the quarterback. This one's going to be thrown. That one's going to be thrown. And now Alexander is down.
Yeah, he got hit hard.
Wait, and Ethan Hawk wanted to go over and give him a hand, and this one is going to be... This is not going to be good. He got hit on a clean hit. Everything was good on it. We're going to take a quick break. Again, we're not going to play doctor up here, but we'll take a quick break here on the Ogemaw County Sports Network. 34-7 in favor of your Falcons. 3:23 left.
24-hour gym access. Begin your fitness journey here. First Fitness is community-oriented gym open 24 hours to all members. Our goal is to provide a clean, comfortable environment for all members. Come visit us in person at 520 West Houghton Avenue or visit us online at firstfitnesswb.com.
God, Country, and Lemonade. Contact Kayla Doddridge today at 989-965-3985 or email for the number godcountrylemonade@gmail.com. Also find them on Facebook at God, Country, and Lemonade. And welcome back to Ogemaw Heights football field. 3:23 left here in third quarter. Jason Dushel, Kevin Munson, glad to have you tuned in with us. Again, big shout out to our friends at the Fall Inn over at G's Pizzeria at Loggers Depot in downtown West Branch for tuning in and allowing your patrons to watch the football game. 34-7, 3:23 left. Alexander out of the game. We'll get a nice placement for him here shortly, but it's going to be handoff up the middle, and that's a safe play right there. And a nice run right there. That should be close enough to first down yardage. As Heinz will take that one from the new quarterback, and I'm trying to get a number. As that's number 11. So it'll be Parker Smith taking the snaps for the Clare Pioneers. And give Alexander credit. He tried to run back on the field of that.
Yeah, it was nice to see him get up on his own power and walk off.
There's a lot of offensive movement there, but they're going to let it play stand, and it's going to be about a yard gain up the middle. So it'll be second down at 9 for...
And it looks like the Pioneers shifted Parker Smith from wideout position to the quarterback position, temporarily at least. And we see Alexander standing on the sideline over there, hands on his hips.
I think he's probably standing alone by there. Usually that's a good way for the coaches to make sure you're not sneaking back onto the field. So we'll see if he ends up getting a chance to get back out there.
And we're not sure whether or not he's just got the wind knocked out of him, or like you said, he's been having that.
And that is another nice hit right there by number 21, Jackson Ziegler.
Yeah, and the quarterback got drilled by Thorson there in the backfield too. So a couple of big hits for the Falcons, and relentless in their pursuit. And I think Pioneers, hands on their hips, they don't appear like they're feeling too much energy right now.
They're feeling it. Whether it's energy, whether it's lack of energy, they are feeling a little bit of everything. These hits, all legal, all hard. As now you get a little crowd action for the homecoming faithful. Ball at the 44-yard line. Everybody's kind of running up the middle, and that's going to be about a 2-yard gain. I think Heinz on the carry. Maybe get credit for 2, so it'll be bring up 4th down, and we'll call it long 7.
Yeah, and the referees don't seem to be picking up that early movement by the quarterback as he's already moving forward, taking a step before he even snaps the ball.
I thought that, again, I mentioned that earlier in the game, and it just especially with that type of offense where you're getting that quick hitter up the middle, you're giving that running back a step lead, and all of a sudden your quarterback's getting a step lead. They called it once. As they're going to roll them out, they got pressure from the Falcons. There's going to be a big hit there, and that ball is going to go into the dirt. So it'll be a change of possession, turnover on downs. It will be 1st and 10 for your Falcons. We'll take a quick break here. 34-7, 1:43 left here in quarter number 3. Ogemaw County Sports Network, glad to have you along.
Get out on one of our award-winning trails through the Ogemaw Hills. Pick up a geocaching passport to receive your commemorative coin, or grab the guys to master one of our award-winning golf courses. Create lifelong memories with family and friends and enjoy our brand of northern hospitality. Or rent a pontoon for a cruise on one of our many pristine lakes. So leave the hustle behind and feel a million miles away in West Branch. Up north never felt so close.
And welcome back as Smith is going to hurdle a Clare defender, and he's going to make his way out toward midfield, and that is going to be...
That was a pretty little play there by Eli
Steve
Smith.
Spranger on the other side is yelling at the official. He missed. What he felt he missed was a holding call on the Falcons. But when the ball is that far away from you, and it's not, you're not near the play, you're not making an impact on the play, you're not usually going to get the official to make the call. So that'll bring second down and 5.
He's yelling at the wrong guy. That line judge over there is in no position to make that call. I understand his frustration, but probably stems from the scoreboard at this point. Not so much just that play. As the snap goes to Ian Jones. Quick handoff to Marshall up the middle for what appears to be a first down for the Falcons.
Not getting a lot of action there. We got a false start or illegal motion on the offense, so we're going to have to find out exactly on that situation. Was it a legal procedure? Was it a legal motion? That should push it back to second down and 10 if that was the case. I'm not quite sure. They're going to go. Now you're telling the official take it back 5 yards, so false start. So it'll stay second down, but it'll go second down and 10. So the 5 yards Marshall gained on the first down has been negated with 52 seconds left here.
And the center ref just keeps throwing his hands up, looking to the sideline ref to see what in the world am I supposed to do with this football.
Take it back 5 yards. All right, so now we're going to put it back about the 43 and a half, 44. Now the official, the white hat, will signal the arm. Clock starts moving, so we're under 40 seconds left here on the snap. Ball back up to Marshall. Again, almost like first down deja vu, Groundhog Day. It's going to be 5 yards up the gut, so that'll be third down in about, we're going to call it about 2.
And that might be the last play of the third quarter as the clock's winding down with 25 seconds left here to go in the third quarter.
I'm just pointing it out. I think when the Ogemaw Heights Falcons offense can put up 40 points on the board, they're going to have a really good chance at success. Number 73, let's give him some love out there. That's Garrett Guan, the center for the Ogemaw Heights Falcons.
Yeah, an unsung hero. He's played a heck of a game. Good snaps, clogging that middle just like he's supposed to, getting some big holes for the running backs to break through. So good job by that offensive line of the Ogemaw Falcons.
Well, we are going to head to the fourth quarter here on the Ogemaw County Sports Network. We come back, it'll be 34-7. It'll be third down and 2 for your Falcons. We have 12 minutes left for a successful homecoming date against Clare. We'll be right back on the Ogemaw County Sports Network.
Pops Loose Moose Whitetail Mineral. The mineral that matters. When it comes to premium whitetail nutrition, nothing comes close. Pops Loose Moose delivers powerful results, built for serious hunters and healthier deer. No fluff, no fillers, just the pure mineral punch your herd needs. No other mineral dares to compare. Find us online at www.popsloosemoose.com.
Josh of All Trades, your licensed and insured contractor, offers a wide variety of home improvements, starting you off with your free quote or even custom design plans. Josh has a wide range from roofing, windows, doors, and siding, all the way from remodeling different rooms in your home, adding square footage, or even a pole barn. Call or text Josh today at 989-492-8542 and get started.
And welcome back to the fourth quarter here on the Ogemaw County Sports Network. Ogemaw Heights Clare 34-7 in favor of your Falcons. Jason Newsham, Kevin Munson, glad to have you along as that ball is going to go on the end around, and that is going to get enough for first yard gain. And that is Corbin Knitz. Now that I just love saying the name, I just hope he gives it to his brother. Yeah, Corbin or Corey. I just want to say Knitz for the rest of the day.
Now that we got the name right, we just want to say it.
And it's funny because Corey Cripley, the athletic director, was up here. He said, the kid's just so shy they don't correct you. I'm sorry. Yeah. Now what do we got here? So it's a first down. We got the official. The marker's got to move. You got to move the markers. Yeah, you got to move. It's first down. So our chain gang out there waiting for. They can't move until they get the official word. So it's not on the chain gang. The officials got to make sure that they are letting them know when the clock is stopped. Get moving. They can't see and they can't move. They can't assume it's a first down. They can't just go taking off. So credit to the chain gang out there for holding their spots out there as well.
Yeah. There's been a few mix-ups here with the refereeing.
Here we go. Now we get the first.
Finally, get the official call from the white hat down there that it is a first down officially.
But yeah, hey, credit the officials. We're not here criticizing officials by any stretch of the imagination. We all know we do officiate. I've officiated. We both know it's a thankless job. Credit to these guys for being out there, spending their time, as that ball is going to be handed off to Marshall. And Marshall's going to do his thing. He's going to punch some people on his way down, and he's going to work his way down to about the 33-yard line. That'll stay first down and a 10 for the Falcons. And now, again, there you go. Now you got your judge telling the chain gang to move. Now they can move, and we will have first down and 10 with 11 minutes left here in quarter number 4.
Yeah, and that's a good play. A nice pitch to the outside of Marshall, and he just gets the edge. And, when you got speed and you got brute force behind you, tough guy to stop in the open field.
Well, yeah, again, we talked about it. These are the type of runners that they look for contact. They don't feel like they're getting anywhere unless they hit you. So even when he's in an open area, he still wants to hit somebody. Yeah. He anticipates it as that ball is going to be handed up.
Brenson Keith gets a chance there at running back, and he goes kind of nowhere.
He doesn't kind of go nowhere. He goes nowhere.
He went
sideways. Yeah. I would say all these football fields in different ways, but either way that we're looking at it.
Well, and again, this is where running and the football comes into play, and clock management at this point.
The other thing we talked about, and especially with this weather, is we're not running into that temperature. So that ball is staying pretty dry here in the second half. But you get into mid-October, when the temperature starts dropping down, this window will be put in. I can guarantee that, or we're going to have a heater up here.
Yeah,
big difference. Oh, they got a little jump over there. They're not going to. No flag. They're going to give it to Marshall up the middle, and he's just going to say, "I'll get you 5 yards, one way or the other." So it'll be second down and 5. But
maybe the referees just are ready to head on home and just don't want to stop the game unnecessarily. But there was definitely movement up front on Clare. No whistle. Doesn't matter at this point. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 5 for the Falcons.
See what they do. Again, right now just managing that clock, getting that clock, keeping that clock going. They're going to go with the I formation. So they got Corbin Knitz behind Calvin Marshall. Now they're going to move again, 26 and 27. Winter and Gates.
Let's just call them the Bash Brothers on the move.
And there he goes. He's got a chance. He makes a move. He gets to the open green. Only one man to catch him. And he does not. It is a touchdown. Falcons. Corbin Knitz gets through. He makes one move. He starts running east and west, but he runs diagonally. And he's able to get himself down to the end zone. And a touchdown for the Falcons. 40-7 stands the lead. And right here, we're going to go back to the extra point. Last one was blocked by Clare, and this is a good move right here because you want to do a couple things. One, you want to make sure that this snap, this hold, and this kick here is good because if they're able to get another block, you want to be able to correct that. But that one is going to split the uprights, so it'll be 41-7. We'll be right back here on the Ogemaw County Sports Network.
G's Pizzeria, your Michigan family tradition since 1983. Try out amazing new seasonal pizzas. Meatball Parmigiana, homemade pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese, fresh basil, homemade meatballs, cup and char pepperoni, and Parmesan cheese. These limited time pizzas will have your taste buds dancing. Don't miss out. Stop in and see us in downtown West Branch 200, West Houghton Avenue. Or call us at 989-345-3008.
And welcome back, 41-7 in favor of your Ogemaw Heights Falcons. Jason Newsom, Kevin Munson, Christine Newsom. Glad to have you up here in the press box with us for the homecoming 2025 version. And this Falcons team is giving this crowd something to cheer for. And this is also a situation where by going for that extra point, it does a couple things, Kevin. Number one, it maintains that we don't go into a running clock. Because had they went for two and made the 2-point conversion, it would have been 35 points, running clock. This fourth quarter would have flew by a little bit quicker. But I also like the idea. Get your kicker back out there. He had his last one blocked. See if that was just a situational thing where you can clean up, or if there's a trend where they may be exploiting. But the Thorson was able to get that extra point up and in, and that ball gets past number 4.
All the way down to the 2-yard line,
and he is grilled by 4, 5, 6, 7 helmets.
He just entered a human pinball game, and unfortunately for him, he took 4 hard hits, and he's slow getting up.
Jacob Halenchik is that's one of those you just I don't know if you can. I don't know the rule on this one. I don't know if you can just wave your hand like a fair catch after you receive it once it gets inside the 20 like that. But either way, he tried to bring him back, and the Falcon defense, the special teams coverage.
Made him
pay. Again, we talk about all 3 facets of the game. You got to be good in all 3, and certainly Ogemaw Heights has passed the test.
Yeah, they played a really clean game, no turnovers, playing good on all 3 facets of the game, which is good to see. And now, I was going to mention this last drive for the Pioneers, but, sometimes when a player gets a big hit and then he goes to the sidelines, then his buddy wants to get another big hit, and then his buddy wants to get a big hit. And next thing you know, everyone's flying all over the field trying to be that guy to get the big hit. And that's just kind of what it looks like for the Falcons. They're just all got a head of steam as they go to tackle each one of these plays and making the Pioneers pay.
Parker Smith still in at quarterback in place of the starter, and what we think is an injured Dane Alexander, as this one is handed off to Hines. Oh, no, it's not. A little pitch right there. trying to get to the outside, so that is going to be stopped just shy of the yards to gain for a first down, but it will bring up a third and manageable.
Yeah, and a good pursuit by big Ethan Hawk there as he made his way to the sidelines to tackle with the help of Eli Smith. And, you know, hopefully Alexander is good. Hopefully he's not hurt. But if you're the Clare coach, there's probably no point in putting him back in at this point, even if he is just a little bit beat up.
Nice, just trying to get to the outside. He gets there, and he's going to get the first down, and he's just going to gently and run out of bounds over there on the Clare sideline, on the far sideline. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Clare.
Yeah,
8 minutes left.
A few positive yardage plays here for the Pioneers late in the fourth quarter.
I didn't see. I thought Clare coming into this game, could put up some points. And as I said last night when we were on our pregame show over at G's Pizzeria over in downtown West Branch, we talked a little bit of prediction, and Adam was right. He predicted Ogemaw Heights victory. He went on a limb there and didn't give us any points. You were a little bit closer in your points, and Smith is going to try to throw this one. Some good pressure again by the Falcon defense, and that, again, another big hit right there, Ian Jones. So you got on the ground was that number 60. So you got Carson Keith that was able to get him low, and then Ian Jones finishing him off high. So ended up being a gain of 1 for Smith.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage to take for 1 yard,
but it's also the way that the Falcons defense operates.
Yeah.
Yeah, linebacker Jones. They got number 26 and the linebacker Lane. Was it Lane Winter?
Lane Winter. Yep. Yeah, you got a lot of guys moving downhill. A lot of guys ready to put a big stick on somebody. And
there he goes. He got a chance. Smith is going to get knocked out of bounds here just after he crosses midfield. Couple of things there. Defensively, they went for the fake, so they tackled the wrong guy, and Smith's got a little bit of speed out there, so it'll be 1st and 10 as we approach the 7-minute mark of the fourth quarter.
49-yard line, first down.
So we got the ball at the 48-yard line. I think the officials listening to the PA announcer and where to place the ball, but
they're really struggling.
Not necessarily the person you want to listen to if you're the official out there. So that one's going to be handed off to Heinz, and there's going to be pressure in the backfield, and it looks the ball might have been loose. Nobody making any action besides the Ogemaw Heights defense pointing. And finally the white hat comes in. I didn't see any beanbag get tossed out there, and ball gets put on the ground. The Heinz puts the ball on the ground. The defense will pick it up for Ogemaw Heights, and they'll take over. 1st and 10 on the Ogemaw Heights
47-yard line-ish.
Yeah,
good come up and stick by Lane Winter. He got a helmet on the ball, knocked it loose, and the Falcons recover. 7 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter, and a short field.
Well, they're going to put it down to the 49. So, again, usually when the ball gets loose, you see one of the officials will throw the beanbag, and that tells us that there's a fumble on the play, or it tells everybody there's a fumble on the play. Did not see that come down, and, the very nonchalant is that ball's going to be handed up the middle. And, again, that offensive line pushing, and they're going to get up to about the 45, so he's going to get credit for about 4-yard gain there. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 6 here now under 7 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Kevin, I don't know, the Ogemaw Heights team, the ability that they have to put points on the board in a variety of ways. They play Bullock Creek next week, followed by Standish. And then they get a week where they have a crossover game. They have a Jack Pine 1, Jack Pine 2, so we don't know who that opponent will be. But I guarantee with this win today and in next week's game, they're going to be in that catbird seat because they'll be 3-0 in conference play with a win here tonight.
Yeah, and they're coming into a good Bull Creek team. But, again, the way that the Falcons have been playing over the last 4 weeks, it's just going to be hard to stop them. They got too many weapons on offense. Now with their defense playing well, limiting turnovers, it's just a really sharp-looking Falcons team right now.
Yeah, I think you're looking at it, and I mean right here they're just handing the ball up the middle. They're getting 4 yards of carry. So at this rate, they're just going to keep pounding the ball. You got number 65. Tony Curtis out there on the line. You've got we mentioned number 73 Guan Hawk. We've mentioned his name quite a few times. A two-way player.
Mason Chuddy out there.
The full house backfield, and they're going to put Gates in motion. They're going to run this ball again back up the middle, and they're going to get about maybe a yard. So they're going to stop them short. They'll mark them down around the 41-yard line. That'll leave them about 4th down and 1.
And again, I know we've mentioned it before, but again, hats off to the offensive line of the Falcons. They have played a heck of a game, really making big holes, really containing the defensive line, giving Ian Jones time to make a good decision back there. Just looks really sharp.
Elijah Smith, the late sub out of the huddle, as they're going to go with an I formation.
Yeah, we got Archer Thorson spread wide on the near side of the field. We got the Bash brothers coming across, 26-27.
Ready to hit somebody.
And the ball, the handoff to Corbin Cannons.
And Corbin will get to
enough for a first
down. Nice play call again. This is when this is what you do, right? This is what you're hanging your hat on. This is exactly where you want to be. If you're the Ogemaw Heights offense, you know those guys up front as they're bringing in number 60, number 70, so Braden Ryan, and Carson Keith will come out there on the offensive line. Ethan Hawk will get a well-deserved rest.
Yeah, give a little blow to these big boys. Get them some oxygen, maybe.
Jogs out, number 68.
That's Mason Chuddy.
Chuddy will take a seat. He's going to get a water bottle or two from his young Browns compadre down there.
And 1st and 10. The snap goes to Ian Jones, and there's Corbin Cannons around the corner. And he's holding on. He's dragging 2. He's dragging 3. He's dragging 4.
And then they throw him down, and now no flag, which is fine. It wasn't a violent throw down, but I tell you what, he still didn't want to go down.
No, he didn't. He said, I can carry everything you guys have to offer. That was a nice run down the sideline by.
Give a little bit of love down here to our cheerleaders for the Falcons. They've been cheering their little hearts out all game, and of course, it's nice when your team gives you a lot of stuff to cheer about. So, big shout out to our Falcon cheerleaders. Our daughter was a cheerleader for 4 years, and before that, 4 years, and before that, never.
And there's snap goes. Another handoff here to Eli Smith as he tries to take the edge, and he's taken down by the shoe.
You know what Corbin's going to say, because I would have carried him about 4 more yards. So
there's
hit the weight room, buddy.
There's probably a little friendly banter back and forth between these guys out here, but
still goes for 4 yards though. So it brings up 2nd down and 6.
And again, with only 3 minutes and 15 seconds left, the Falcons have really done a good job of chewing up the clock. What if the Pioneers had 2 possessions in the second half?
2 or 3, and the Falcons, they come in 28-7. Tough to stop. They got their 2 possessions and put scores on the board for both times. And again, I just think there's something about it. Last night we talked about it. Maybe that 49 is their magic number. Is that one is going to be ran by Smith?
Yeah, you're not far off on your prediction from last night as far as the Ogemaw Heights score. I think both of us thought Clare would put up a few more points than that, but again, hats off to the defense for the Falcons.
3rd down and 106. Just let you know, folks, it was not 3rd down and 106 on the screen. It will bring up 3rd down in about a long yard and a half. We'll call it a short 2, a long 1.5. I formation. I think maybe Jones on a keeper here as your boys mow in motion. Jones underneath center, gets the snap. He's going to hand it off. Smith again. They'll get down to about, maybe short of the 1st down. It got down to about the 16. They're going to mark him just shy of the 15. Shy of the 10. So they're going to make that up. He's 4th down and inches.
Yeah. And Ian Jones is coming back into the huddle. No evidence that we're going to bring in the kick team at any point here during this game.
No, they get the 1st down here, and they can victory formation. The greatest play that every football team in America would love to go into is the victory formation. So Ian Jones will take it. He will hand it. They will get the necessary yardage, it looks like.
And
they're going to call 1st down.
And that'll be game, folks. With 1:28 seconds left here in the 4th quarter, the Falcons can simply kneel it out the clock.
We got a little substitution here as the boys in yellow all come running off, get high fives, and job well done again. we knew going into the fourth quarter, going into the second half, this was going to be a type of game where the Ogemaw Heights front five on both sides of it, the front four on defense, the front five on offense, if you can dominate the trenches against Clare, you're going to have a chance, and they did a great job in the
Well, and again, they bottled up Alexander really well, put a couple punishing blows on him. He ends up out of the game, unfortunately. Hopefully he's okay. We wish the best for all these kids. But
the team's heading to midfield for the handshake. So 47 seconds left here. Ian Jones will wait for the back judge to start going up with his hands. That means 10. You can see him back. When he starts chopping, it's 5. And then once that happens, that will be all there is, folks. The Ogemaw Heights 41, Clare Pioneers 7. I tell you what, Kevin, rankings aside, this is a very well-played game, and again, I'm not taking anything away from Clare. They're going to win some games this year, so, but really kudos and hats off to the boys in yellow out there tonight. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and recap the game, but again, your final score from Ogemaw Heights, 41 for the Falcons, 7 for the Pioneers. We'll be right back here on the Ogemaw County Sports Network.
Get out on one of our award-winning trails through the Ogemaw Hills. Pick up a geocaching passport to receive your commemorative coin, or grab the guides to master one of our award-winning golf courses. Create lifelong memories with family and friends and enjoy our brand of northern hospitality, or rent a pontoon for a cruise on one of our many pristine lakes. So leave the hustle behind and feel a million miles away in West Branch. Up north never felt so close.
And welcome back to the shaking, the end of the game. The traditional handshake line is taking place here at midfield. Well-played game by Clare. Just not enough tonight as the Falcons, they're just playing at a different level right now. And it's one of those things that as they get ready for Bullet Creek next week, they're going to have sitting at 3-1 pending tonight's outcome. So again, if they're coming in at 2-1 next week, or we're going there at 2-1 next week, kind of adds a little bit more excitement to that game. But again, we want to just real quick say we're going to come to you on Monday night this week. Does that date work for you, Kevin? Monday night work for you? You got to check his schedule.
I'll check my schedule, but I think we can make something work.
Score again from Ogemaw Heights. 41 in favor of the Ogemaw Heights, 7 in favor of the Clare Pioneers. Moves them to 4-1 on the season, 3-0 in Jack Pine Conference play. We're getting a little love down there to the cheerleaders and football team with the band.
Yeah, it's nice to see the boys go over and give some kudos to the student section as well as the band as they play the fight song for the Ogemaw Falcons on a devastatingly lopsided victory for the Falcons here tonight against Clare Pioneers.
Well, if you are free on Monday night, join us over at G's. We'll come to you live at 7 o'clock. We're going to have some coaches and players from the Ogemaw Heights and the Sirline Middle School athletic programs, maybe some Browns players. We'll be back here live tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. for the Ogemaw Browns as they take on a host of teams. I think Meridian is the first game for the 3rd and 4th grade game. I will be here live. Looking forward to bringing you all the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, and possibly 7th and 8th grade action tomorrow right here at Ogemaw Heights Field. So signing off for Kevin Munson, Jason Newsham, on behalf of us here at Ogemaw County Sports Network, enjoy your weekend, folks, and we'll see you soon.